Okay, we are live. Let me actually put a text that's.
Should probably wait a couple minutes before we start
I mean,
officially too.
this isn't. We don't have the chat on the stream, so it's just like for VOD reference. So no worries. Um,
Oh wait, so the audience can't write in anything?
I'll read the questions out if people have questions, but for the most part, it's just for us to like. Just imagine we're sitting at a table. Am,
Oh,
am I
okay.
insane? Do you guys think I'm insane? Do we think I'm sane?
Like, no comment.
No, I don't
Hey.
think you're insane.
No, I don't
I
know.
think you're completely sound of will. Please give me all your money, Lara.
Thank you. My closest advisors sign my will right now. Okay. I'm gonna write nostalgia on as a source so people know that we're talking about nostalgia.
True.
Wait, so just so we're confirmed, the chat is not enabled?
Chat is enabled, but it's
Okay,
on
chat
the
is enabled.
stream,
Okay.
so as it goes, then we'll. Oh, I forgot to tweet it out. Fuck. Oh,
No, it's okay. It's okay. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I feel like every stream is like where you got 15 minutes of setup and then people actually start doing the thing.
Yeah, we're not professionals. We're just three guys.
We are not professionals.
Yeah.
We're just some guys.
We're just
Hi,
three.
everyone.
We're just normal men.
Okay, I'm gonna do my introduction and then you guys can do it and then I'll make the tweet. Okay.
Okay.
So me and my very close friends in Grand Blue and in general, Ellie and Zen, were invited to do this discussion table thing to talk about the recent MSQ because it recently finished, which is a really big feat for Grand Blue because it's been how many years?
11 years.
Yay!
11 years.
11 long years.
11
It's
long,
true.
long years, and there are many thoughts, so we'll get into that. But I'm Lewa or Lara, and I am Wahoo Sandalphon on Twitter, and yeah, I like angels. And then Ellie.
Hello, my name is Ellie. I'm Ragna Infinity on Twitter. Most people know me as Plum T on AO3. I am a fic writer. Um, I wrote Ruthless Games once upon a time, and I promise I'm going to write more Angel fan fiction. I promise.
Yay. Promise.
Yay.
Promise.
Promise?
Promise.
Okay. And Zen.
Hi, I'm Zed. I'm not plus 50 points on Twitter. You might know me as a very consistent Lucy-san poster. I like angels. I like Xenophon. I like conspiracy theorying about whatever is going to happen with Lucifer.
Hey, man. Hey.
As evidenced by
Too
our
early.
visual.
True.
That is.
And trust me.
I don't know. Zen has been on that train for a long time.
We're not going to get into it now, but hashtag never stop believing.
I
you
mean,
won out of everybody here.
I'll never stop believing.
maybe as a tidbit, but on Zen's profile, her Grand Blue profile, like for the past 3 or 4 years, she's had like
since 2021.
Since 2021, she's had like the playable Lucifer playable in Japanese with the year on it. And then every year I'm like, you gotta change it to the next year.
It wasn't even playable. It was just Erusawa Fukatsu.
Oh, forgot.
Lucifer revival.
I'm dead.
I feel like you're also forgetting that Zen's star character has been absent for Lucifer forever.
Well, not forever. It was when they added Grand Sandalphon 2.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
it was before that. Oh.
No, it was after that. And you know, at the end of that Fate episode, if you guys remember, he's like, until the day I see you again, or something like that. So I just took him off, and I'm like, I quoted that and I posted that there.
Okay, let me put this on the stream.
One day Zen will have a star character again. But until then, Zen is not providing any backup in Dread Barrage.
Sorry, guys.
This is what her Grand Blue profile looks like. I don't. Okay. Ellie, what's your star character?
I used to be Sam since her
Wait,
her
who?
bridal form came out. Frau.
Oh, you
Oh,
cut.
Frau, Frau,
Oh,
Frau.
Frau.
Yeah.
So true.
Wow.
I don't even know
She's
who
so
mine is right
beautiful.
Girl.
now. Actually, let me check.
I'm gonna look at yours right now to see
Okay,
who
check
you
for me
have.
because I haven't logged in.
Okay, I'm checking
I'm
for
waiting
you.
for the Eva collab, which is exciting. But
Yours is still Shalom since I don't know 2020. Wait,
oh
it's Christmas
yes.
Shalom.
Oh, because I recently got her from a
Well, she just got
subtext.
rebalanced, so
She got a
She's your mind
rebalance.
control horse.
yeah, she got rebalanced and she's like really good now.
I thought she was already
The
good.
mind control horse.
I mean, she was really good before, but now she's like really nice for HL.
Wow.
Oh man,
And,
it's so
yeah,
hard.
the
Okay.
classic mind control horse.
Oh my
Mind control
goodness.
horse.
I've
I remember when
been.
Lucia became the actual mind control horse.
Oh my god. When and then he passed the fuck out.
That was a crazy fade episode in a good way.
In a
Yep.
great way.
In a
Yep.
great way, and also we got mind control horse.
It's so true.
Exactly. Okay. Actually, let me open the doc. Do you have the doc
Should I
open?
give the?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
introduction?
Ah! Okay.
Okay.
Do your introduction.
I have a quick introduction for anyone who is tuning in from Japan. Thank you very much. 皆さん、こんにちは。グランブルーメンストーリーのエンディングについての円卓を討論の参加ありがとうございました。私はエリーですが、英語の二次創作サイトアーカイブ・オブ・ラ・オン、通称 AOST で小説を書いています。次回のレラーはツイッターアカウント和風サンダルフォンを運営し、ルシファーに焦点を当てた作品で知られています。最近、同時グッズショップを再開しました。ゼヌはツイッターアカウントのノードプラス50ポイントを運営し、ルシさん焦点を当てた作品で知られています。日本語へ同時通訳をいませんが、コメントは理解できますので、お気軽にチャットに書き込んで、sorry, 書き込んでください。ありがとうございました。
Yay!
Yay.
That was so good. Thank you.
Except I need to hydrate at the end back
No,
there.
take a fat sip. Take a fat sip. You're so good.
All right, I've been hydrated. Let's go.
Okay,
Yay.
so I guess we'll just talk about well, MSQ in general, right? So what?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the good things about AMSQ.
Yeah,
What did we like
slash
in
pause.
AMSQ?
I mean, what do you? How do you feel, Ellie?
So the things I thought were really cool. I think altogether, including the ones in part 1 and part 2, the scripted battles and the effects in the scripted battles were really awesome. I really love finally fighting alongside both V and Luria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I thought that both of their individual challenges and fights were really awesome. And I'm sorry. As many issues as I have with the ending, which we'll get into, I love a good shonen fight.
True.
So I'm just like, wow, the power of friendship. We're beating up our enemies with the power of friendship. Hell yeah.
It's Pino.
It is simply peak. Like I cannot have too many faults with that. So yeah, that's one that I really liked. Number 2, Loki.
Loki.
Everything with Loki was great.
It was so beautiful.
It was
I'm
so
really
lovely.
Like I had a feeling it was going to go in this direction because like obviously ever since we lost Fender, like Loki was extremely lost. Like he always came off as really smug and full of himself. But now, like ever since then, he just seemed like such a sad husk. He didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
So the fact that his arc culminated in the ending that he got, I think it was beautiful.
Yeah.
And I don't feel sad about it because ultimately he was happy in the end. He chose this.
Yeah. because I feel like his whole arc in general has just been kind of like when we first meet him, and to be fair, it's been a while. Like when we first meet him, he's just kind of following what he thinks that he should be, but then as his worldview is shaken, he's just like, all right, I'm gonna try doing my own thing, but he's kind of just copying what he sees other
Yeah,
people do.
like forming his own crew.
Yeah, and um and it's just kind of, and it didn't really it like you could tell that they were like attempts, but it didn't really feel like they were fulfilling him in a way that in a way that he really wanted, because it wasn't really something that he like actually wanted to do himself. It was more like I'm just gonna I feel like I need something, I'm not sure exactly what it is, I'm just gonna try what I can because
Yeah.
it seems to be working over there. But this time, you know he actually decided this entirely for himself. And
Yeah.
and also he got to reunite with Fenrir. Like,
Yeah.
it's good. It is good. Loki MVP.
He was so happy at the end.
Yeah. Also his CG was beautiful. Like
It was
the
so
additional
beautiful.
text effects too. Like,
The entire UI disappearing so we could get like a full screen of the CG. Like it was so I feel like Granblue has been like more experimental when it comes to story direction, like in the past couple of years.
I think they have to.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
but
I
like
think is a
before
good thing for an old game.
yeah, because like before this it was mostly like you didn't really get to see like a lot of like dynamic shots or action. It was just like, sprites one after the other. But now they kind of do like little fight direction scenes. I feel like they've been doing this since and you.
Yeah. Oh, no, no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Oh, fight directions. Oh, yeah, yeah, with the sword. Oh god, that was so cute.
Like,
Like
like
actually
this
experimenting with
TFA
it.
throwing the sword at you and
Arg! Never leaves you. Like whenever I rewatch it, I'm like,
I get so gagged.
I know. I'm like sobbing, bro.
It's
Uh,
so good.
I mean, I do think like MSQ by itself, because I'm more biased towards angel and creation lore, right?
Mhm.
Um, I really was attached to the concept of wait, not angel. I mean, just Lucilius in general, but like attached to the concept of like astrals also finding their individual meaning, just as primal beasts do. Um, and like the MSQ itself did a really good job of like maybe giving a little bit of more like individualistic insight into like us
Astrals?
astrals in general and like how they exist in society. Even
Yeah.
though, yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
that's
like
true.
because
Because
they all have their own
for
opinions on the god on Australia in general.
yeah, because
Um,
we
And I think
like never got like a very like in depth look into the astrals because we knew like a handful of astrals who were in like the sky realm. So all we knew about them was that they were like cold, really calculated.
Lucilius
They
George is an
basically
outlier, should not be
thought it
counted.
through.
we did meet the mob. I think like that kind of comes in twofold, because we did meet like the everyday astral. Although to be fair, everyday kind of has like a lot of air quotes because they have been in the sky realm for a while in Abisu. Like
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
leather.
like
Yeah,
the basically like the regular guys who are probably like ground troops. And then
yeah.
we have like the named astrals with the fancy designs,
yeah,
and then but like yeah, you just see how they're all very different, they're all very selfish in a very like fascinating way.
yeah,
But they've all like kind of been impacted by the Skyrim. We'll get into that later. And yeah, just like seeing how they change over time, because that's a big thing about astrals. Astrals
yeah,
don't evolve, they are by nature, they do not change, they don't age, um and they are not susceptible to like evolution at all.
Right.
yeah.
And so it's just kind of like seeing the fact that they are able to do that in the Sky Realm in, fascinating ways. And even in like, even in Relink with Roland.
Mm.
Like, yeah.
I miss my wife. Anyway, continue.
I miss it so bad.
I miss it so bad.
I think about it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get into Roland and Lilith later once we cover some of the new lore drops in MSQ. But basically, it's just kind of like, yeah, everybody kind of has a different take on their outlook in life, which is very different from their like highly caste uniform society that they have like made the astral world out to be, because again, we have never been to the astral realm. We
Right.
don't know what is there, besides the fact that they're just like super advanced and everybody's kind of a jerk. But maybe we'll get there in part 2. We'll see.
Yeah.
It's true.
Because for the longest time, they made us think that Astalcia was gonna be like in the astral realm, but turned out it wasn't.
Yeah, that I'm curious about if that was a change that they did on the dev side, or if it was always intended to be that way, because it was like, it was just
I'm like,
propaganda. I was like, oh, I
I'm like
guess.
100% sure that they did hadn't like fleshed out what Astalcia was gonna be like around the start ish of MSQ. But I feel like once they got more into like elaborating on the lore stuff, especially like the boundary, is when I assumed that they like narrowed it down or like penned it properly as to what its Astalcia is actually gonna be. But at the beginning, it just felt like a vague concept that they hadn't like figured out yet.
Well, because
Yeah,
the
it's like the
astros
final stage and that's it.
themselves. Yeah. Okay. No, I get what you mean. Because like it feels kind of weird that there's that one line in Grand Blue Verses where Lucilius is like, "Do you think Astalcia will actually give you what you want?" But he's being like
Oh
really
yeah.
fucking vague about it.
Yeah.
So like I don't think he would give into the propaganda, or like he probably has a hunch about it and doesn't want to say. But at the same time, it's
Well,
just like, yeah.
I do think all the astrals know what Astalucia is. It's just that very few people have been there. So like Fa definitely knows, and also like Fa's been having divine revelations beamed into his brain
Cough, cough.
forever. So he 100% knows that like whatever is in Estalucia is not exactly what people are making it out to be.
Right. Man. Okay.
Well, those are the things I liked. I mean, is there anything you guys liked about MSQ?
It's mostly the same, I feel like, for me. What about you? What about? Oh wait, Beard. Veer.
The chapter with Vern.
I feel like
that was so good.
I feel like
it was
it
so good. It was so sad.
kind of brings it full circle from Old Bonds, because I did feel like his like insecurity in Old Bond was kind of like, man, like wake up, Veer. You're not that like I didn't think he would be so like distraught over such a simple thing, or like his role. But I think for MSQ, where it's a little bit more high stakes, it's just like he's your closest friend in the moment. He's basically your caretaker. So it's like,
yeah,
I really
That's
enjoy what they did
Papa.
with him.
But yeah, I would argue that it's not even basically. He is Granite Cheetah's character.
Like I know he says he's your best bud, but he also like raised you basically.
Basically.
Yeah, he's both. He's both.
He's your bestie and basically your dad.
Pretty much.
I mean,
I like how none of us said anything about Galans.
Well, that's that we're gonna get.
Okay,
into
we're gonna go into that in a little bit.
We'll get to that man later.
Yeah.
Well, for what it's worth, I liked his design.
Oh yeah, I think Galanth and Ryan look really cool design wise.
True.
The jeans, bro. The jeans.
We already knew Rain is gonna look like because she was in,
Yeah.
Yeah. Except now she's blonde.
Yeah. Well, she does mention that her
hair is
color was
different,
lighter. Yeah, her hair color was lighter. Also, she probably looked older.
Okay, yeah, I do have a question though, because Rain was first introduced in Grand Blue Versus, and she was basically okay. I'm just like trying to find the overlap between her role inside in Nostalgia and as Versusia versus how she exists in the Grand Blue Rising universe. Is it the same?
So it's basically the same. So basically, once upon a time, Sky Baha, the Sky God, who I'll just be calling Bahamut because we now know that the astral god has a different name.
Yeah.
And I'm going to refer to the omnipotent, their fused form, as the omnipotent.
Right.
So yeah, like Bahamut, once upon a time, she was his priestess, and he pretty much like body jacked her, and in that sense, I think from what they said in Verses, he's able to then like kind of use her body across time and space. So he because of all the things that were happening in Verses with Bubs using the Exias and Fa coming back, that was a problem for Bahamut. So he pretty much isekai'd Rhine into the Versus world to get the Versus core back, and pretty much once she fused with the Versus core, then she will become Versusia and kind of destroy everything and reset the world and put it back to normal.
Right.
So in that sense, yeah, like she's just kind of been on hold as like an ultimate stopgap measure for Bahamut when he cannot descend himself. I don't think that she was included very well in MSQ.
Yeah, it was kind of vague because she just was spoken as more of a vessel, like nothing about the Versus core.
And I mean, she was like Versusia is explicitly a vessel. Like the only reason she kind of has a personality in Versus is because of like Reen's interference,
right?
And Reen being like, "No, I actually don't want to nuke my children. Like, please don't do this." And that's kind of why Versusia is more than just like a robot. Because the omnipotent is a robot, basically, and so all of his, closest creations kind of follow that too. And
yeah,
so she's just kind of like a destruction program. And so yeah, she doesn't really have like a lot of, and I don't want to say anything because that's not true, but she doesn't have a lot to her. It kind of felt like they just wanted to. Yeah, in MSQ. Like, I feel like they just kind of wanted to include her because they're like, well, we kind of have to at this point. Like, she's right there. It would be kind of silly to not bring her in. We need a new HL fight. We don't want to do the Phoenix raid yet. So,
God, Phoenix.
And Zen, was there anything else you wanted to add in terms of what you liked about MSQ?
I feel like Demiurge is a very interesting character. I like the thing about Australia in general. Her being like an evil mom kind of explains a lot about like what we know about astrals and how they see interpersonal relationships.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, okay, I understand why they're so weird and Freudian when their god is an evil gaslighting mommy.
They also don't, if they were all created as they are, they also don't have family structure.
They don't. Like, they don't have the concept of family that, like, a mortal would have.
Okay, also
Yeah,
my
that's probably
mic
why
just
every time they have like a family thing, it's always like a weird, screwed up version of a family, unless they've been in Skyrim for a while. Look at you,
Yeah.
Lilith.
I have a problem. I have a problem.
Huh?
My
What's
mic
wrong?
my mic my mic ran out. I guess it didn't charge last night.
No.
So there's gonna be a little bit of an echo, but as I get it charged.
Don't worry.
But you guys keep talking.
It's okay.
The more you talk, the more it charges.
Okay.
Yeah, talk about
Alright.
what you hate about. Not even hate. It's just
Alright,
like
hater hour.
no.
Hater hour.
Let's use that word
Hater
very
hour.
mild criticism. I mean, like
Okay.
I think the addressing the parent situation, because literally the entire MSQ has been like, our parents are nostalgia. Let's go find our dad's nostalgia. Let's go find him, right? Like the obligation to write something in, it kind of felt really rushed. But also like, man, I kind of hate our dad. I hate him.
Yeah, our dad kind of sucks. He's not great. I mean, I spoke about this as an issue with me when Versus first came out. And like for everyone who's not part of our Grand Blue crew, basically, I'll just kind of like run it down. So the thing is that every single arc kind of has a central idea in terms of just like story crafting in general. And yeah, like Lara, as you mentioned, the entirety of MSQ beyond the obvious, like, here's all the answers you had about world building, is kind of centered around the idea of family and, you know, just kind of like how do you like interact with a distant parental figure, like, you know, just kind of what is a parent's responsibility both to the world and to, you know, their children. And that has been kind of built up since the very beginning, because the whole point of us going to Esta Lucia in the first place is to find our dad. And as shown in, you know, like some events like No Rain, No Rainbow, you know, Grant and Sheeta have a very complicated feeling about their parents, because even though, you know, we do the obvious, like, shonen hero, like, happy go lucky, you know, it's okay, we're gonna find our dad eventually sort of thing. You know, they do ultimately feel very like alone and abandoned, and sort of like wondering like why did both of their parents leave them. And even though, you know, they were raised very lovingly by like both V and the people of like Zinkenstill, that still doesn't count the fact that like they sort of like crave, you know, love and recognition from their bio parents, and they really want to know why did they leave them, like what's going on over there. And so that has both the fact that MSQ has been going on for 11 years and the fact that this is constantly brought up over and over again. There is a very certain kind of weight that goes into that. So you really want to know, like, okay, there has to be a really, really good reason behind why, you know, their parents left them.
Yeah.
And so, you know, you're going into like Esta Lucia expecting to get those answers, expecting to like really get to know both of Granashita's parents and like finally get a satisfying answer to why that is a thing.
Yeah.
And then we go into two parts. Part one, we have a very, very explicit contrast of parental love in Loja and Endu, which was a really good event and went into like very, very heavy detail about just how much Loja loves deeply like Grant and Sheeta, and has fulfilled their role as like a maternal figure in like making sure that they will be happy, and like, you know, the world will not destroy them immediately for what they are.
And they have nothing to gain from it too, because like ultimately we don't have any memories of Logia doing
Yeah.
all of that for us. But they would still let go of all of it just to see you happy.
Exactly. And it's also
Because they love us so much.
we spent so long with them, and we also see them screw up and fail
Over and over and
constantly,
over.
over and over and over. And it's like the first part, like the part one and like the early part two of NU is just all these failed worlds where something did go wrong, and Loja just resetting over and over again just for the singular purpose of making sure that Gran and Cheetah are happy. And so that is our introduction to like what a direct maternal figure for Gran and Cheetah can be, and those are pretty big shoes to fill.
It's also the thing that's been built up from the beginning, because the first thing that we get to learn about Granjito is that their journey started because of the letter that their father left them. So obviously this was a huge thing from the beginning.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Obviously there was a lot of pressure on the writing team too, that to make it satisfactory.
Yeah, and then sort of what we got. I mean, we definitely got a explanation as to what happened and why, Reen and Gallant couldn't be there. But it was also pretty much done in like one chapter.
Yeah. See, I feel like that's one of the problems that the Astalcia arc had, that there was a lot of build up to it, and but the pacing for the Astalcia arc itself was so fast, like breakneck levels, and they kind of glaze over a lot of like the emotional stuff, like especially when it comes to Gallant offering an explanation for what happened.
Yeah, it's too fast, and like obviously
really
like the two
over.
Yeah, the rushed over does like two things. It kind of does the all right, we got to wrap this up and get on to the more important thing, the world building. And number two, it also doesn't really let you like sit with the information for a while. It doesn't let you feel that, the emotion that went into it. Like you don't really feel the tragedy of, Reen getting her body hijacked at the last minute. You don't really like feel the tragedy of like Gallant being like, all right, please just, like I have to stay here. I have to, fight God. And to do that, I will even give up like
so
having my child in my life. Like and like I said, there's a direct contrast on you, which spent so much time with Loja. And here just like, all right, you know what happened, now let's move on. And I'm just like, okay, I guess. Thanks. I suppose. I don't know. It just didn't really feel like satisfying at all. Also,
I think it would have been more satisfying for me if we actually kind of like held Gallant a bit more, like he took more accountability for it.
Well, yeah, we tried.
He didn't seem like that much sorry, for everything. And, and Granjita was also extremely nice to him. Even the options that, we're supposed to be mean to him are just like, oh, you.
Yeah.
I wish there was a physical option, like a physical option to strangle him.
I would have taken that option immediately.
Well, Weird would have stopped us, but I was like imagining it.
Yeah, like I do think that like if we had the option of being more rude to Gallant than him being very like flippant and callous ultimately about just the whole parental thing would been fine, because there's nothing wrong with having flawed parents and there's nothing wrong with having bad parents, but the narrative is basically like, oh, don't worry about it, your bio parents mean everything in the world to you, don't they? And I'm like, do they? Are you sure?
I
Like
think
your parents have to earn that respect from you, and I don't think he has.
see the thing is I don't even blame Galan for like abandoning us because like it wasn't really anyone's fault that Baha hijacked everything. It's the
Yeah.
fact that all he does is hype moments in aura.
It's true.
Like he needs to sound a little sorrier. Why? Why are you like this?
Yeah, I was like, isn't it kind of a bummer that your mom got her body hijacked? And I'm like, sure.
Well, I think it's
Yeah,
a little
I
bit.
suppose it is pretty bad.
It's a
Like-
little bit reassuring because, like, all the events that where you think about, oh, where's my dad? Why was I abandoned? Right? The MC is like also doubting themselves because they're like, why? It's like, is it something that I did? And like, it would never be like towards the dad. And then we find out that he's kind of. He okay, it's not even to you. He does this to every person in his life. So he's just kind of a douchebag like that, where he kind of prioritizes his own hype moments in aura for the sake of everyone else's happiness. Walfred.
Speaking of his bonds with other, so why do we get more emotional connection with Galat and two different men instead of his wife?
I don't know.
Why did they go
I
into
don't
like
know.
Walfred and Demiurge so much, and they're like, and here's his wife. They're so happy together. Isn't that great? Anyway, moving on. I'm like, okay.
His situationships, bro.
We got like at least 4 chapters of
There are
him with like Walfred and Demiurge, and I'm like, and we're just shoehorning Reen in. Don't worry, their marriage is happy. I'm like, okay.
It was crazy. The one chapter where Wolfried is like really disappointed that so you don't consider me your family after all.
I was like,
Bro,
"God
I
damn."
screamed. I screamed.
Guys, are you sure
They
you're
were-
married? Are
they
you
were
sure you
both
have
married.
wives?
This time, by the way, they both had wives. Pretty sure Wolfried and his wife were pregnant.
Oh my god! Guys, I think they got married too early. They didn't know what they could have had.
It's so funny. And then there was a whole thing with Demiurge too that we'll get into later. But oh my god, the pilot.
We'll get into that later, but man, yeah, I think Galat and Demiurge also they got something going on, and I'm like, wow.
Like Galant is just like this, I think, but like Demiurge's side was actually crazy.
Yeah, Demiurge has a lot of things happening.
It's really good. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I do think Demiurge is interesting. I mean, I have my criticisms of him, but I definitely do think that he is a very interesting figure, both like in story and thematically. But we'll get into that. Anyway, I guess. But we finished the arc with both Reen and Galant being like, "Don't worry, we'll see you again." I'm like, "All right, 10 more years of Grand Blue Fantasy until we see our parents again for 30 seconds."
Another 10
And
years
they're
of Grand
like,
Blue
"This is the most-"
Fantasy.
10 more years of Grand Blue Fantasy, and then we see them for their seconds. And I was like, "Here's the most emotional thing ever. Don't you love your bio parents?" We.
Sorry, I'm doing stuff on stream.
Yeah. Anyway, since we brought him up, let's talk about Demiurge.
Yeah, let's talk about him. Okay, talk about when he was first introduced, actually.
Oh my god. I feel like that's it's in whatever the like animus.
Yeah, the fancy carnival town. Forgot the Skydome. Was it early Grand Day?
Early Grande is where the
Oh, I think it was actually before that.
I think it was before that because Early Grande is where like the True King's kingdom is. But this was like the span of islands with like the school and all the filler arcs basically. But he was, I feel like from what I vaguely remember back then, this is so long ago, like he was always introduced as like this very like mysterious, shadowy puppeteer figure who clearly knows what's going on and clearly has his own plans, but is just like, all right, you know, I'll help you out sometimes, but I'm clearly doing my own thing. But he was always this like very like selfish schemer type character.
Yeah.
I do feel like there's a little bit of dissonance with that kind of character. I mean, I guess it's like when you get to know a character, you kind of see how like their weaker sides. But it just felt it was kind of insane to see it in MSQ. Okay, wait. The second appearance was definitely Heart of the Sun, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. The prologue
Yeah.
chapter.
Yeah.
The prologue chapter.
Oh no! Wait, there is also yeah. Are you for MSQ the first part? What were you? Was it when he talks about how he went blind and all that crap?
Yeah.
Okay.
He
He's
says
just
pretty
a
early
weird
on that like
human
seeing
bastard.
the Hobbit blinded him. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about him being the one that delivered the letter?
Neutral.
Feels like a Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah, I was just like, all right, we get an explanation, I guess, but it's not like he actually interacted with anyone when he delivered the letter. So I feel like learning that is more just kind of like showing more about his relationship with Gallant instead of showing him investing in Grand Shida.
Bro. Oh, okay. Like I was, because I was live streaming it with Zen when I was watching it, and like
Yeah.
when they first introduced the relationship, I'm like, oh, this is kind of cute. Like I see what they're going at, and then it keeps going, like it doesn't stop. And then he started saying like this is because I don't have a father figure, like, but I need to kill you, and I'm like, oh, what?
I mean, he literally his final form once he merges with Australia is called Antigone, and I'm like, wow, we're really going for it.
I just sure.
I know the writers who use subtext and they're all cowards.
I just it's too much. I know it's not too much. It's just like wow. I guess that kind of like makes me question every Astro's relationship with Australia because I feel like Demiurge is typical for an Astro. Like they worship Australia and her creation and her ambitions. Not even ambitions, just her goals in general. But I think the way that it was presented as a maternal relationship was kind of like is it I feel like it's a little bit cliche to me. Or it's just like the way that it's presented made Australia a lot less interesting as a character to me. Or maybe that's just a way of showing like the lack of emotion that she has, or showing what kind of character Bahamut is. I don't know.
I think there's kind of like a bunch of different ways to like go about that, because I do agree. I do think. Well, it's not like Bahamut is much better. Bahamut shows up and dies. I'm like, this man is a bum.
He's such a bum. He doesn't do anything ever.
He literally.
I have no answer. I have no answer.
I have no answer. I'm going to Zoom call you at 3 a.m. and be like, hey, can you do this for me? All right, bye. I'm going on vacation again. Like, I swear to God, this man has never done anything.
He's so useless.
He's so useless.
Doesn't do anything ever.
He literally.
That's my god. That's my Bahamut.
Pissing me off.
I
Oh my
think it's also
god.
with the intentions of like the reason that Australia is like that is because she wants to bring a second astral war. Also, in the first the first MSQ part where they're like, this would also like it breaks out of the story to mention like this would also be known as the Great Second Astral War. I'm
Oh,
like, but
yeah,
there's gonna
yeah,
be a
yeah.
second Astral War. What are you talking about? It's so
They
random.
they
The
keep
thing
doing
is,
that. Like they
they
keep
did
pulling
that
back.
because there was gonna be a whole year between updates
Oh my
after
god.
that.
Right. Some
I mean, I
interesting
think it's weird
choices.
that they did it twice.
I just
Because they did it again in the end. They're like, all right, we're pulling back the narration from like, being like directly watching these characters to being like weird and omniscient. All of a sudden, we've never done this before, but we're doing it. We're doing it now. And it's like, okay, but why? What's the purpose of this? And they never answer it. I'm like, okay, I guess that was just for dramatic effect, and we'll never go into that again.
well,
All right.
yeah, I think that's also a problem I had with Heart of the Sun.
Mhm.
Because the whole like omniscient aspect of God, right, was so it was so like he died in a fight, right?
He died in a fight, and we barely
Abramelin
see
killed
it.
God, and it was just like that. And I just feel like the mysticism of it just completely like just got thrown out the window for like a brute force fight, and then they kind of brought that back for the MSQ because like Galanta's telling you how he fist fights Bahamut. I'm like, okay, well,
Okay.
sure, I guess. Like, whatever. You have this cool, like, power, hype moments aura, whatever.
Hype
But
moments and
it's
aura.
just like, I didn't know is it that easy to kill God? Like, why is it so easy to kill
Apparently,
God?
I mean, Australia just one shot him, and I'm like, okay.
And it's so, and then
All
you
of this
can,
was building
I,
up for centuries, and you're just like, snap your fingers. All right.
I just, I need some rationale behind these choices because it's just like a little bit frustrating because you have
Yeah.
all these millions of people like the otherworlders and whatnot who are basically in the hands like who have been manipulated, like who have been colonized, that kind of thing, or like just like everyone, like all the players that surround the world, and to have like these god figures suddenly be so simple to kill.
Mm.
It's just a little bit
Yeah.
frustrating, but whatever. I mean, I was really surprised when that CG happened when
Like, guess he could just eat.
I guess you can just eat
I
Australia.
guess you could just strangle her and kill her just like that. I'm surprised no one tried it before.
Well, that's the thing. Someone did try it before. It's funny how as soon as I saw that, I'm like, I feel like I've seen this before.
We should have gotten a CG for that.
We should have gotten a CG for that.
That's
I can't
actual
believe we did it.
Because it was before they started getting experimental. Like all they had was a fucking blood splash PNG. Just
They didn't do like cannibalism sexual style yet.
well, it's okay. The talk itself had a lot. Sorry, for context, we're talking about 000 Chapter 8 Episode 3, where uh, where Lucio and Lucilius are talking up on Entiminaki. I don't have a picture of Lucilius. Actually, I do. Let me put it up here.
I think you should. They're like, you don't have a CG. It's like, don't worry, we have Lara's Twitter.
Hey man. It's just like. Okay, let me pull up Lucilius. Yay, Lucilius. Okay, and then I'm gonna put.
Yeah, Lucilius.
Wahoo, Lucilius.
But where's hello? I only have a square. I only have a square crop of him. Thank you for.
Wait, I did provide Lucilius. Sorry, hello somewhere.
I had the square version of him, but now I can't find the image. Where is it?
Oh no.
Okay, man. No, but he basically absorbed Lucio or Helobin Sahar into his core, and it like implied that he ate him because the body is not there anymore. He's just holding there's I don't know. Like
He's holding a bloody scrap of fabric.
right, so I'm assuming that he ate him, but like
I
I think it's pretty like I think everyone had that takeaway that like yeah he ate him and
he
absorbed his
ate
power.
him because there was nothing left. So obviously, everybody he disappeared to, he ate that shit.
and then he mentions like, oh, this he's like imitating the core of a primal, which is a really interesting thing to write in because this is when Lucio's like his race was still primal, so they're just like
Mhm.
deciding what to do with it.
You can just eat God's speaker, I suppose.
It's just we could just eat our
Yeah.
speakers, I guess.
You can also
I guess
eat the astral god, I suppose.
I think the idea is just kind of. I mean, I think I'm probably when I say this, I'm probably putting more thought into it than the writers did.
It's okay.
But
Just
It's
that's
okay.
what we're here for, baby.
it's true. Like I think it's the idea that if God descends and if God becomes physical instead of just being like conceptual, then they are easy to harm because like Australia did not used to look like that, but she looked like
True.
that after being influenced by Luria, her conduct. So
True.
it's just kind of like once you have and Bahamut kind of just stays somewhere. We don't know.
Well, he's not influenced by Rain's appearance.
He's not influenced. Well, like he's not influenced by Reen. Like Reen is influenced by him.
Yeah.
But like, you know, we do know that previously the Astrals have kind of gotten to him because that's what like Proto Bahamut is, and the entire raid series of the Bahamuts is like we're not actually fighting the Sky God. We're just fighting like fragments of his power. So like he is able to be harmed as well. But that is more so because like they have in lowering themselves, they have opened themselves up to harm. Which I mean, I still think it's a problem that they get killed too easily, but you know.
Yeah, I guess power scaling doesn't exist in Grand Blue Fantasy. There is no hierarchy.
That is true.
Anyone can kill anyone.
That is
it's
true.
It's an actual nightmare for power scalers.
Please. Please.
This is why
I mean,
one
that
makes
gives
Sky Blues for Fujos.
that makes hey. I mean, it gives you it gives you an yeah. You can kill Phoenix, right? Like that kind of thing.
Well, no, you can't kill Phoenix because she
Well,
just comes back.
She's
I mean,
just too OP.
She has infinite continues.
that pisses
No.
me off. Or just like besides the
Cheat
Phoenix,
code.
just because she kind of exists outside the world.
Yeah, she's a literal alien.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I guess that's the only limit they have. But other than that, within the world, it gives you hope that you as a singularity can fight
Yeah.
anything, I guess.
And it's just kind of like, yeah, the singularity is supposed to be able to like actually strike the divine because like the omnipotent is an alien and Phoenix is an alien. And they're not supposed to be part of this world. Well, I mean,
oh,
none of us are supposed to be here, really. But you know, we'll
Is
get
it
into that when we get talking about the ending and what that implies about the other world. But none of us are supposed to be here. Thank you,
I think
Bahamut.
the question that something that I was interested in was Lyria's influence on Australia. Because if she's the astral god, and she can be really easily influenced by the conduit, right? It's kind of like isn't that kind of opposed like all of her creation? Like if your intention is to create something that is stagnant, how can you be so easily influenced? But also, just appearance wise, it's like I guess Gramble tends to do that a lot. Like, oh, because of this and that, these characters look alike. But also, but not much of the personality, I guess, because I guess that's one thing I wanted to see more in the MSQ was how Lyria interacts with Australia. because Australia is just kind of being like the little devil in Lyria's ears. Like you should,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you see the blue wheel right there?
Exactly.
Hey,
You want to do it
hey.
so bad. You want to touch it. You want to do this
It's
thing.
like gentle easing and like kind of a manipulative mother kind of thing, which is kind of like, okay, well, what are
Evil.
we doing? What are we doing here?
I mean, that is the sort of person that would, like the personality that would work on Lyria, though, right?
Yeah.
Other
mean, it's
than, I
true.
guess, using the imagery of Dancho to manipulate her.
Yeah. Um.
Yeah. I mean, she does definitely put up the front of being very like open and earnest and kind,
Kind.
which I do think is a good quality to have in terms of like the god of life. That like she does love her creations, but she doesn't love them in the sense of giving them autonomy.
Yeah. Just
Which
the
I mean,
purpose they serve, I
yes.
suppose.
Which is probably another thing about like what happened when the omnipotent split, because the whole reason that the omnipotent defected against the moon dwellers is because the omnipotent gained free will, which was an error.
Mhm.
And but back when the omnipotent was still whole, he still had the desire for free will, which is why when he was speaking to Lucio, he's like, no, if the people decide to kill me, then that's fine, like because that's something that they have chosen.
Yeah.
But once the omnipotent split into Bahamut and Australia, his programming kind of went haywire, and he lost the care for what people want in the world. And it's just kind of like our only function is to fuse once again, and whoever gets hurt in the process, it doesn't matter.
Wait, the malfunction was during this? Was after the split?
Well, yeah, because they split into two, they were not supposed to be two beings, and after that, they're like, the ends justify the means. So whatever. I mean, being a Fa fan, as soon as Australia showed up, I'm like, I don't trust you.
I don't trust you.
I know what you've done.
Yeah, because this is the god that Lucilius. I'm
Yes,
assuming that
it is.
like the image of Australia is the one that's giving him all the visions and not the actual Bahamut.
Yeah.
Or like the Bahamut, like the Sky Bahamut, which kind of like I have to go
Actually,
back and edit all my fan arts.
Oh no, that recontextualizes so much stuff. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. I mean, if we think about this Bahamut as like a merge, because do we know the merged omnipotent what he looks like? Is it Super Baha? Is it Sabi?
We don't know. And to be fair, like Rage of Bahamut has like 10 million Bahamut forms. But the strongest Baha that we've seen right now is Subby. But usually the Sky God visual is the Summoned Stone Bahamut.
Yeah.
And like, yes, Subby is his strongest form that we've seen so far. But in actuality, we have never seen a visual of the Omnipotent.
And Subby is implied to be the mechanical Bahamut that the ancient moon people created because of all the mechanisms of it, the chips.
Well, it's also that is the omnipotent though. Like the moon people created the omnipotent.
No, like in the image of another Bahamut shaped
the alien Bahamut, the original.
The alien. I feel like if I remember, like the alien Bahamut, the omnipotent.
No. Okay, wait. It's the omnipotent
transcendent art. Like the one where he has his arms crossed and he's facing
the high moments and arms.
Wait. Okay. Unifying. Okay. You're talking. So that one is the. Wait, say that again.
So basically, we've never actually seen what the omnipotent looks like, but they just use stand-ins because they don't have visual art yet.
No, but what's the cross-armed one? That's
what the stand-in visual that they use for the omnipotent, but that's not actually him.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I get what you mean now. Okay.
Yeah.
Which is kind of confusing, but it's just kind of like, guys, I need you to make a CG, please.
It's just like
please.
They got a couple of background artists. No, I don't want to assume, but this just doesn't help. Doesn't help. This is how I was. This is why I was so confused about Kanon and the research labs, because I thought they were the same thing for the longest time, but they're
See, the thing
freaking
is,
not.
sometimes they don't have like backgrounds and resources for everything, so they sometimes reuse backgrounds. And I've learned that you get fucked if you
Yeah.
assume that one background is the same location as another background that they mentioned.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, I feel like we could just probably assume that like the Astrals just really like Grecian architecture.
Like, I'll even go as far as saying that all the like the scenes with Lucilius and Beelzebub and all the others that had like the actual Kanon as a background wasn't actually Kanon.
No,
'Cause
it's a
also, I
separate
read-
place. That's the research
No, I feel
labs.
like we can assume that though.
Yeah, I mean, because like Kanon is based in the Sky Realm, albeit it's a really difficult place to reach, but like all the stuff that's like pre what makes the Sky Blue one is like it's in the sky, it's in the astral realm, right?
Yeah.
Well,
The flashbacks. Those are
The old flashbacks, like before 2,000 years ago.
no.
yeah,
Wait.
the pre 2000
Yeah.
pre 2000 years ago, yes, Heart of the Sun Part 1 was in Kanan.
What?
Uh,
No. Kanan
Wait,
is
yeah.
only exists in Paralost.
No.
Right.
No.
Because the lab, like Fa's lab was in Kanan.
No, I don't
What?
think it
No,
was.
wait. No,
It
wait.
wasn't?
That's what I'm
No,
confused about. Cause
No. They use the background for it, sure, but I think Kanan is just like a shrine that exists beyond the celestial strait,
yeah,
where Lucifer was residing after what makes this. I mean, after killing Lucilius, basically.
So the place with the labs and the garden is not Kanan?
it's not. It's not the same,
So
but
he
they use the
wasn't
same exact art
wasn't
for
in
it.
the same place the whole time.
No, they're not in the same place because one of them is in
Oh
the
my
astral
god.
realm and one of them is hidden behind the celestial strait, which is not the astral realm.
Yeah, that's like one of the biggest like confusions that I had
Oh,
about.
God.
So
what's in
basically,
Kanan in
you know,
actuality.
so Lucifer dies in Kanan, right? So
Yes.
Belial
Yeah,
sees
that's his
Lucifer dead
resting
in
place.
Kanan. But all like what makes the Sky Blue 1, that's all the research labs. What makes the Sky Blue 3 prologue, that's all the research labs.
And the research labs are not part of Kanan.
They're not. It's just a separate place. But they have the same exact looking shrine. So I'm just guessing like
Oh
maybe
my
they're
God.
just like assuming that there's an intention behind it
See,
and not that they're
my
lazy.
assumption this whole time has been
See,
that
that's what I had. That's
Kanan,
what
the island, like the island Kanan, has the research labs where Fa was like making all of the Angel series, and that also had the garden within the labs, and then that also had the shrine.
that's what I thought.
That's what I thought the whole time, and now it's not the same.
Well, cuz he was oh my god.
Hmm.
Just kill me. I don't know anymore.
Yeah,
But they're not the same place. Kanan and research labs are different.
Yeah, because like Fa is stationed in the Sky Realm. He didn't interact with any Sky Dwellers, but he was stationed in the Sky Realm. And same with Bubs, because Bubs was one of their like he was their commander or something. Like he was in the army, and the army was fighting against, all the
I feel
things
like
in the
there
Sky
was
Realm.
some flavor text in Grand Blue Verses that does talk about Kanan, but I'll have to double check it. But like, I'm like almost convinced that all Kanan had was the shrine and like a little, I guess, a bit of greenery outside. But I don't know if it had like a whole research lab.
No. And also, Lucilius had multiple research labs. So
He did have multiple research labs, but the main one
The main
was
one.
I'm focused on the main one, not any of the ones he had like scattered throughout the
yeah,
Sky Realm.
but like I was on the same page as you, Ellie. Like I thought they were connected the whole time.
Oh, you're
But
cutting off a little.
oh, sorry.
She's a robot.
I thought am I still cutting out?
No, you were a robot before.
Oh.
Say
No, but like
You're fine now.
I was on
Okay.
the same page as you, Ellie, the whole time. Cuz like I talked about them interchangeably, but they're not the same. Oh my god.
When did we find out that they're not?
I'm trying to think.
Or it's just like the general location because the Kanan exists beyond the celestial strait, right?
Yeah.
But the research labs that Lyria and Sandalphon were in, and what makes the sky blue one. What's that?
Those were in Lumacy, weren't they?
That's a different lab. Is that a different lab?
That's a different lab.
That's a
Fuck!
different lab.
Oh my god, my head hurts. Okay, let me think.
I just remember that was in
Lumacy. Has too many labs.
That was in Lumacy because that's where Rosetta and Yggdrasil find Lyria when she gets kidnapped by Sandalphon.
Yeah. Oh, god, where
And
did it?
they
Oh my
talk
god, there's
about-
so many like flashbacks. I'm just like forgetting where.
I think that like there is a difference in labs between Fa's lab and Lilith's lab, though. Those
Oh
are
no,
two
yeah,
different-
definitely. That's a different place.
Oh yeah.
Because Lilith lab is probably in the astral realm, based
Yeah.
on the things that she was talking about.
No, definitely.
But like, I don't know.
And they reused the PNG for the labs and what makes the sky blue one. So where are we now? Don't piss me off.
The answer is please draw more background art.
No, it's so iconic. They gotta milk those backgrounds for what they're worth. They're so good.
Yeah, they have to keep our conspiracy theory board alive.
So, I mean, if we assume that they're separate, I guess that brings us to the next question. Are we done talking about MSQ, by the way? Should we move on to the elephant in the room?
Are we already at the elephant in the room?
Oh, let me check the diary.
Let me see. Give me a second.
Address me.
Let's see. Oh no, we didn't talk about the war reversal yet.
Oh, the other world?
No, yes, the other world, but also just like the changes post MSQ.
We need to talk about the other world.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah. Let's do a rundown of that.
All right. So, let me just give some background in because
because like I think the other world gets really confusing for the most confusing concepts in like Grand Blue lore. So we can do like a little quick rundown on what it actually is or was, and the Crimson Horizon.
Yeah, so basically, all right, I could give the rundown on this one. So pretty much, way back when in the day, the planet was basically Earth, and humans existed on it. It is like the old Grand Blue world is basically us, but in the future. We are at that point we are a very technologically advanced society. This is where Robomi comes from, and at some point, they're like the way the world system works is that souls that exist, and the world has reached its point of exhaustion, and once that system collapses, people start mutating and turning into monsters, which is why the other worlders look like that. Those who have not yet mutated recognize the problem and escape to the moon. Those people become the moon dwellers. And so the healthy people live on the moon, and those who are still sick and mutated live on the planet's surface. And the people on the moon pledge to find a way to fix the world and bring it back to how it was before. And at this point, the entire planet's state is the same as the present day Crimson Horizon. So we'll just call them the moon dwellers at this point because they just will live on the moon forever. So the moon dwellers, using their extremely advanced technology, translate a divine god into a mechanical body and create the omnipotent. And they exhaust most of their resources in the process of making this god and send the omnipotent down to the planet's surface to either terraform it or transform it back to how it used to be before. However, like along the way, we're not sure when this happens, but an error occurs in the omnipotent, which is highly implied to be that it gained free will. And so what the omnipotent originally was supposed to do was basically nuke the planet and reset it back to how it was supposed to be. However, instead, he nukes the planet and decides to
good going, bro.
he decides to paint over the Crimson Horizon and create his own world. This is not what the other worlders or the moon dwellers wanted him to do. So the omnipotent has basically gone rogue and then thus creates the Grand Blue universe. The world is reset. Some of the stronger otherworlders survive and hide out in the corners of the world in the Crimson Horizon where the omnipotent cannot see them. and all attempts of the moon dwellers in reining in the omnipotent fail completely. So he has recreated the world. He then makes his speakers, which is Sahar, Lucio, Shalem, Rel, and the six dragons. The six dragons, Loja, and Nectar. And the speakers' roles is Sahar, that is meant to be the youth pastor to everybody in the universe and spread God's word throughout the world and make sure that everybody understands the divine message. Shalem's job is to purge any naysayers that exist that will like contradict Loja and the six dragons and Nectar are supposed to stabilize the elements of the world. Loja's personality is created from scratch. The six dragons are only allowed to interfere in affairs that apply to the world itself, but they do not have any reason to interfere in changes in human society. And so then the omnipotent recreates humanity to populate the world. These are the ancient people. It wants to interfere with his garden, basically. So that includes the moon dwellers and the otherworlders. And it, time passes. We don't know how long that's been, but time passes. Six, and then we have 6,000 years ago, where like Bahamut doesn't govern. He just kind of like chills. He doesn't do anything.
He's so useless.
He's just kind of chilling on a mountain somewhere. He doesn't actually rule. He's just like, all right, whatever. You guys do your own thing. And then the ancient people fear him, even though he isn't really doing anything. The people who fear him become the God Slayers, and the people who want to help him are the God Shielders. And then that's where Abramelin comes in. He becomes one of the God Slayers, and after his wife dies, like commits himself to kill God. Somewhere along this time, Shalem has like kind of strayed from her path, found her adventure, and gone on a journey with them. One of the people in that adventurer's parties is a priestess of the omnipotent, but we never see what they look like and we don't know what they do, probably until Shalem's final uncap comes out, and then we'll find out.
Dabble.
And then Lucio Sahar sees what's going on and is extremely worried for Bahamut's safety. And Bahamut is like, it's okay. If they kill me, that's fine. I don't want you to, manipulate them in any way. However, once the Godslayers attempt to attack Bahamut, Lucio tries to mind control all of them, and then exhausts himself in the process, falls into a coma, and then only wakes up after the omnipotent has been killed.
Not his best moment. He's had better moments.
I still think this is really funny.
It's the funniest fucking thing that they could possibly do with Lucio.
Fell asleep, and then I woke up.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. I'm focusing back. All right. So, in this meantime, Phoenix, who is the natural enemy of the omnipotent because Phoenix is infinite life and the omnipotent is infinite death, comes up to Abramelin and is like, "Hey, I will lend you my power if you kill that guy over there."
Oh my
and
god.
he goes, "Okay." And they team up. And then Abramelin, with Phoenix's power, ends up killing the omnipotent, which ends up tearing him into the sky god, which is Bahamut, and the star god, which is Australia. And but the split fractures the surface and destroys like the world as we know it. The monohorns die out, And any pieces of the omnipotent that that like is destroyed in the process but still survives has the potential to become a miniature creator god, such as Sihamet in the
Oh my
summer
fucking
event.
Oh
forgot
no.
about
The fact
that! I
there's
forgot about
more
that!
joke events like Robomi and the summer event really annoys me.
Don't worry, that's not important right now.
Don't worry, kitten.
Lucio then wakes up, realizes that his plan failed, and exiles himself in shame, and only manifests when the other world, which still exists under the surface of like the currently existing universe, tries to reclaim its native land. Then is the only time that he will manifest to fight them back.
So I don't know what to say. I'm speechless.
So the Otherworlders, then seeing an opportunity to regain their native land, invade the surface and try to, take back take it back. This makes the surface uninhabitable. So Bahamut, the sky god, raises the remaining land into the sky to create the floating islands to keep humanity safe. And meanwhile, the Otherworlders claim what was originally the surface. And due to the pollution and the fact that it's uninhabitable to the current populace, native populace, this is the Crimson Horizon. The Crimson Horizon is then like associated, like, okay, actually, not, I won't get into that yet. So that's the Sky Realm. Australia creates the astral realm elsewhere and then creates the astrals to populate the astral realm. The sky, and all throughout this, Astalucia remains physically separated. So the astral realm and the sky realm and Astalucia are not the same thing. Astalucia was supposed to be the natural afterlife where all souls are ferried. However, because of the error that was made, either during the split or when the world was first made, I think it's during the split. Like Estalucia loses its purpose, and the concept of the world of the dead is slowly associated with the Crimson Horizon instead of Estalucia,
Yeah, I
where
remember.
it was supposed to be. And I think I could kind of stop there, unless you guys want me to keep going in terms of history. But basically, the Crimson Horizon was the original surface of the planet and is now almost up until the present day falsely associated with the afterlife, which is why, in all of Fairy's adventures, she's always in the Crimson Horizon. But once the world corrects itself at the end, Estalucia once again regains its original purpose as the afterlife.
Yes.
Hooray.
Hooray.
And her dad can rest in peace, I guess.
I guess.
He's gonna have his beach episode there with his new adopted child, Rel.
Man. It's like he exploded in such a comical way that I really didn't think he died.
He off-screen died.
And like, what? It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Well,
it's okay.
Is it?
Okay, now that the Crimson World is no longer there, right? We can see the bottom.
Yeah, the Crimson Horizon doesn't exist anymore. It's highly implied the Otherworlders don't exist anymore. At least from what
it could be that they don't exist anymore, but it could also be that they got mutated at some point, right? So they could,
they got mutated in the very beginning.
Yeah, so they could have been restored to their normal form, so we just don't know.
We just don't know.
Well,
however,
then
I
anticipate.
hope that the Otherworlders are still relevant, because otherwise we have successfully genocided the native population of the world.
Oh!
We did.
Oh!
Just like, we never really addressed the fact that the Otherworlders kind of have a right to the world.
Yee.
I'm
I don't
scratching
know
my
about
head.
Don't really go into that, but they
Scratching my
kind of
head.
do. You know,
Yeah,
they were here first.
I
Well,
agree.
they kept it vague, so who knows? Who knows where they're gonna take this?
Yeah, I do think that like I think that like it's something that really needs to be addressed. And I think that now with the fact that they're going into the moon and with the fact that the moon was basically the other half of original humanity,
Right.
we're probably going to get into that, but I hope that the otherworlders have not been completely erased cuz that would be fucked up.
Well, I'm glad to know that Dex is alive because I
Oh
I quite
yeah,
liked him. I quite liked him
Dex Crack, Dex Quack.
and his
Yeah. I
very
didn't think he
interesting
would live.
situationship with Isaac because I really
We're so bad. The yaoi. I remember so many people used to draw them.
I want
I
him.
remember
He's
that
like,
too.
why won't you stay in the tower that I've built for you? Like stay locked in
There
my
was
tower,
this
Isaac.
one specific scene that I felt like the writer who wrote the third part was gonna take it somewhere, but then the fourth writer was like a different guy who did like the Eustace stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's
Just never
fine.
elaborated on that.
Well, I like
Well,
Eustace
now
in the
now we
story.
can. Oh yeah, Eustace in Stay Moon was really good, but it's
Yeah.
just like, I thought that we would actually go into this trio that were really hyped up, and I guess we didn't. All
We
right,
did.
Sure, why
Well,
not?
we're so back. Question
we're so
mark.
back. Yeah, like I am like because the Moon Dwellers have not ceased in their
Operations.
attempts to reform the world.
Right.
Like they were pretty clear at the end of Stay Moon that Diaspora was not their final attempt. They were just going to be like, all right, we're going to rebuild our technology and we're going to try again. And I guess that time has finally come.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I'm really curious.
Me too.
Also 6 appeared in MSQ.
Yeah, we should also talk about Galad's other adopted child.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't think he knows what
Well,
happened.
He's not gonna go by 6 anymore. That's Shang to us now.
That is Shang. That is Shang.
That's Shang.
Yeah.
Garbl's gonna get more Chinese.
Grimly's about to get more Chinese. I mean, we already kind of did with the Divine Generals
Actually,
event.
event that's up right now is very Chinese.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I still got to read that.
I still haven't read the Four Cardinals event, so I can't really comment on the lore in that yet.
Get to it. We'll get to it. We've been procrastinating.
We'll get to it. I've been kind of busy the last week. So.
Yeah, same here.
Okay.
Okay. And there's one more person that we need to talk about.
Yeah.
Hold on. Elephant in the room.
Who could it be?
Who could it be? Who could it be?
Who could it be?
There's a reason why we have all convened today, and we did just sleep this on. Like,
we've been trying very hard.
Zen has been trying the hardest.
I'm trying so hard. I just looked at the stream. I can't believe this is happening. It's 2025. I've gone 2 degrees in the time it took for Lucifer to show up again.
Oh my god, it's true.
I'm so old. Fuck this guy.
Please don't say you're old.
I'm so old.
Oh my god.
Wow.
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 All right.
How do I start?
A good question. How do we start?
Okay, I'll start.
Well, actually, let's talk about what actually happens, and let's talk about the translation changes because that's something that I don't think a lot of people are aware of.
Lara, do you have the translation screenshot? Noah?
She's dead.
She's dead.
She's dead.
She can't hear us. It's so over.
My fucking mic. Okay, it's fine. I'm talking now. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically what happened is when MSQ first released the third part first released, they basically had this part in English, where this angelic being is speaking. And
Yeah.
usually
Still
when
got it.
usually when a character speaks, they have like their name like associated with the voice line. And hold on, I can't talk and look for an image at the same time. Someone explain it for me.
Okay, so
Then go over it.
I don't really know when the translation got patched, because when it dropped, I read it a couple hours after, like maybe around 3-ish.
Oh, you're a good person.
I think it's safe to say within the first 24 hours it got patched.
I think it wasn't even the first 24 hours. I think it was like the first couple, like 5 or 6 hours. But
Let me look at my screenshots to see when I read MSQ, because when I read MSQ, it was the original translation was still there.
oh, okay.
Let's see. I read MSQ pretty much basically immediately. So
Oh, I was like
Yeah.
a couple hours late because I was like watching a movie
It
with
was
friends.
a week
When,
late.
when MSQ dropped the final scene of like basically the preview for the next part of MSQ, did show like who the character was who was speaking. That's not the case now because they completely removed the names to keep like this person vague. I guess on purpose, so we could, spend time speculating about who the fuck this is, because there's like 2 people this could possibly be, but if you look at the 3 wings and the color and the outfit, it surely resembles one specific Lucy face, doesn't it?
it's Lucio.
Hey, he hasn't had the 6 wings since forever. That's just
No, it's not Lucio. It's not.
no, not this picture. This should have been the thumbnail.
Oh God.
I'll make it the thumbnail of the VOD so we can
Please.
Fine.
Please.
Everyone vote, please.
Fuser died.
Fuse died.
My money is on Fuse.
I think it's Fuse too. There's no other explanation for it. Unless, I don't know. I feel like the last line does imply that it's the same person, but who knows?
Oh no, it's talk about the last line, because you didn't say that one.
It's because I was waiting for Lara to post the screenshot.
Oh, okay.
Lara
I can't find it because I'm on a different account. Can you guys pull it up for me?
Go to Zen's Twitter. It's on Zen's Twitter.
Okay.
I posted on Twitter if you want.
I'll go to Twitter.
You can link to my tweet. Because I feel like explaining it doesn't have the same oomph.
It's true. It's also a little hard to describe, but I mean,
It is hard to describe.
Give the gist of it is that basically in the final like line before MSQ ends, we have the 2 voices overlaying each other. And in the original text, they wrote out who's saying which line and what those lines are saying. In the new text, well, if you don't understand Japanese, well, that's just too bad.
They were like, "Fuck you if you don't understand what's."
Oh, you don't know Japanese? Well, good luck.
I actually am not putting this on the localization team because I know how JP devs work. And
yeah, no. This is
100%. This was 100% the JP team being really pedantic about it, resembling the JP line exactly, even though you don't have the same context in English because there's no English voice acting. So the final line just sounds like nonsense if you don't understand like spoken Japanese.
Yeah, no hate to the English dev team. The English dev team was actually doing us a solid.
I don't blame the English dub team at all because this was not their fault. It's the fact that they got slapped on the wrist for being more explicit about the line.
Yeah, the English team was actually doing us a favor by making things clear.
I really love the way they did the line because that's my blood literally just like ran cold when I read that. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you don't get that now if you haven't read MSQ yet. Now you just get the single. Well, they just muddled out they muddled out the individual
most-
opinions and just went with the unifying statements that both of them were saying.
Thought I was gonna die.
Sorry, groaning.
No, it's
Yeah.
okay. Me too. I was actually like audibly groaning watching that.
I wish you weren't on mute when you were like live reacting.
I wish I
I
was there for that.
sorry.
I dropped my phone when I saw that.
No, because I was a bad person and I was a bad fan and watched it after they updated it. So I read it without the narration. But as soon as I heard that nasally voice, I knew it was over. That's that iconic nasally voice, and then the overlap between. Oh, God, I wish I could bring up. Should I bring up my game? Should we do that? Because I want to extrapolate which of the lines. Because I think the assignment assumes that in the English text assumes that this is still Lucilius's body, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
So like this is what that implies by having all Lucilius, but I do think there's some like back and forth between Lucifer's consciousness maybe in the lines as he says that through Lucilius's body.
I really do think that this is Lucifer speaking. I'm not even being like delusional about it.
I mean, like in some places, yes, but I don't think it's. I think some parts might be Lucilius. Hold on, we have
I think
to.
it's the fact that he's talking about the bad things that are happening as a consequence to the world as like a negative thing.
Well, it's just like I mean, some of the statements are objective, right?
Some of the statements are objective, but the things he says at the end is, and the way he speaks is just
okay,
Lucifer.
I do. I mean, I am of the opinion that it's kind of a back and forth. I don't think it's Lucifer the whole time because the way that he's talking, Lucifer doesn't talk like that. I do mean the sound of his voice and not the words that he's saying.
Yeah, you.
I do agree with
you.
Zen that like if it's Fa talking the whole time, Fa sounds way too chill than he normally does. Like he sounds very aggressive.
No, definitely.
But
register with like an edge to his voice that I didn't.
Oh no, I was talking about like the words. The actual text, the words that he is saying are a little too relaxed for Fa. Like this is why I keep joking that Fa took his meds finally because he finally took some downers and calmed down. Like, but I mean the thing is that Fa does speak objectively at times because what he usually does is like he speaks objectively, like he states what's actually going on, and then he gives his opinion about okay, now that I've said what is everything going on, we should kill everyone. Like that's usually how he talks.
Yeah, it's just the fact that this is like Lucilius post being locked up in the void, so he's not gonna be chill.
He's absolutely. And I mean, from how we see him talk in verses, he's definitely not chill. But he's a lot more chill. But the thing that makes so from the words alone would make me think Lucifer. But from the sound of his voice, there's not. That is more, at least from the majority of the lines, because I think I'm closer to Lara's opinion that it goes back and forth. Like some of those lines are a little too gravelly to be Lucifer, because even when Lucifer is at like his most unsettled and angry, he doesn't ever have that like gravel type like sound to his voice.
It's kind of weird because like obviously it's like one guy voicing 3 different characters, so sometimes I think he does like waver, and like even Lucio's voice sounds really deep at some points, even though he's supposed to speak in a very high register. Well, not very high, but like it's just the Keigo that makes him sound really polite.
Yeah, I do think that like I mean, when the whole VA scandal was coming out, like I do genuinely think that like another voice actor could do Lucio and Lucifer, but getting Fa is very hard because I don't think that like the exact kind of tone of voice that he uses for Fa is unlike any other character that he's done.
Yeah, unfortunately,
And
his voice is really
I
unique.
can attest
it's
to that.
extremely
I was
unique.
looking. I was looking everywhere back in the day. No, I don't care anymore. But
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
just kind of
Lucilius
like,
has a
yeah, he
unique
definitely
voice.
does like the lower register for other characters, and it gets close. But I think that like Fa is probably the lowest register that he's ever done, and he hasn't tried that for any other character since.
Yeah.
And so that makes Fa's voice very distinct when it comes down to like comparison, because like he just uses his general usual voice for like the other two Lucy faces.
The other two guys.
Those two guys.
Those two guys. I also can't imagine Lucifer being voiced by any other Seiyu, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Lucio's probably the most generic
Yeah.
in terms of like voice register, or like just the kind of like ambiguous, white-haired, wistful.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, I think it's also just kind of like the voices that he usually gives to characters.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm trying to bring up the.
Are you trying to bring up the GPS screen?
Yeah.
I think you should also bring up your specific. This is who this is.
I forgot what I wrote.
Oh,
Because I'm, you know, I'm sorry.
I see it. I see it.
Window capture.
Lucifer 2025.
You might be back. How's your CRO looking?
It's there. It's shaking a little because of Kaoru, but you know I have to stay strong.
Yeah,
You know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. You guys can't hear the stream, so I don't know if it's gonna be okay.
I mean, I think you can just kind of like.
Okay, let's just go through the.
I feel like if you can just narrate.
All right, guys, open your Granblue right now. We can do it.
Okay.
We'll do a live comparison. We'll go through each line and talk about them.
All right.
My sound is off. Fuck.
Wolf, moon, taboos, wings.
I feel like I've opened this chapter so many times.
When I read that name, I just like, you know, I started like going back, relapsing.
I was dry heaving.
And I was like, wow, that would be so cool if this wings referred to, you know, who.
Okay, well,
wouldn't that be something?
My screen is
just taking ages to load.
Hey, does everyone have it open? Is it lagging us? Because everyone has it open.
Mine's still loading.
Oh, mine loaded.
All the people in the stream have it open at the same time. That's why it's taking so long.
Guys, spare me some.
No, it has always taken a long time because I've had to go back to this a lot, and every single time I'm like, wow,
Dude,
this loading screen is forever.
So mean to me. Hang on, that still hasn't loaded for me. Why is it doing that?
It's still loading for me.
I don't even understand because there's like no fancy animations at the beginning that make it so long to load.
We have to load every single.
His beautiful face.
That we can't see.
You can't see
every single line. Well, I can't find the audio. Something's not right.
Oh, it finally loaded for me.
Okay, that's good.
Bro, what's wrong with that? Why is it doing this to me?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me see the summary. Elsewhere, a lone man stands beneath the moonlight as the crew witnesses an unexpected sight. Upon leaving, Vic and stills for whatever waits on the horizon. No, that's. Wait, this summary doesn't talk about
the lone man.
No, doesn't that wait beneath the moonlight? Doesn't that imply?
Yeah, that just
Dex?
implies Dex.
Isn't that Dex?
It doesn't actually talk about the elephant in the room.
Why would they do that? Why would they do that?
Address me. It's so people don't get. Address me. So people don't
because they know that they don't need to promo this at all because everybody's going to be talking about it anyway. They're like, we don't need to put in work.
That's so fucked up and unfair to Dex because like this is the only thing anyone's gonna talk and care about.
Just got outmogged by Lucy Face.
Always.
The elephant in the room.
I don't think my audio is
Address me.
Address me.
Address me.
Oh, we're going to be addressing him, all right.
I miss him so bad. I think about him every day. Like my own wife.
Nobody was here for your legendary post-Cosmos event crash out.
Don't talk to me about that. That didn't happen. I've never felt so betrayed from anything in my life.
I don't know if the stream can hear this. Do you have it open, Ellie?
I have it open, yeah. You should probably ask chat if they can hear it, though.
Well, it's because, like, if I turn on the output, it's gonna make your voices echo, so I'm, like, trying to figure out a way for...
I mean, maybe Zen and I could just stop talking and you could just do your analysis.
Okay, and then I'll ask for feedback?
Yeah.
Okay.
The council.
You, my advisors. Okay. Let me see.
No, it finally loaded for me.
It's really
My
soft.
God.
Let me turn this up. Wait, where's my voice? Did I turn on voices? Oh god, I forgot. It's cause I turned the voices off for freaking Hexa Solo because they got in the way.
Girl, go to your settings right now.
It's because it takes time to look, because the asset, like when you expect element, like it loads as a whatever. It just saves time.
I don't know you could do that. That's kind of crazy.
I also didn't know you could do that.
Well, just turning it off
really
saves like
Hexa Solo
milliseconds
faster?
of time. Like milliseconds, but whatever.
Millisecond.
Okay, I'm gonna play it now.
I mean, every second counts in Hexa.
When you're in America, yes. When you're not a gaijin, when you're a gaijin. Okay, let me play this now.
隔離を廃し、イスタルシアを正しく機能させ、空はあるべき姿を取り戻した。
See, like the intonation of the first line, it's like it's a little bit more upbeat, but at the same time, it's just like I don't know.
Let me listen to it, actually.
Yeah, the first one.
隔離を廃し、イスタルシアを正しく
It's
機能
definitely
させ、
Lucifer
空はあるべき姿を取り戻した。
because it speaks of the sky in a positive light, or like this is a net positive that the world is not destroyed. Okay.
しかし、そもそも空の
The way he says "somo somo sekai"
赤
is
き
so
影に
Lucifer.
上書きされたいびつなもの。
Yeah, I think so too.
表層の歪みを正そうと、
Kawaii.
根源にはいくつもの火種がくすぶり続けている。
I think this line might be Lucilius. It says it's like an objective statement, even though it's just, let me just listen to that again.
表層の歪みを正す。
I don't know.
表層の歪みを正そうと、根源には
Is it the aberration line?
くすぶり続けている。
No, the first two are Lucifer.
Yeah.
But the second, I mean the
The
third,
third
the third one.
is Lucilius, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It's
Still sounds like
Lucilius.
Lucifer to me.
I think you
I
have
don't know.
a rose-tinted vision.
I don't because I know what my wife sounds like. I could never mistake him.
Do you think that Lyra would mistake Lucilius?
I would never mistake.
I would never mistake my wife for Lucifer, even though Lucifer's also my wife. But it's different. It's different.
It's different.
Yeah. Okay, I'm
I have the music muted.
I'm just gonna listen to it muted because I think there's too much overlap with the audios. But I do think the first two Lucifer, it's cause like in the third one, it's like a little bit slower Do you get what I mean?
It has the smolder.
Yeah, the smolder. Just like he says.
表層の歪みを正そうと根源にはいくつもの火種がくすぶり続けている。
The one you marked as Lucilius sounds like the one you marked as Lucifer sounds like Lucilius to me, so I don't even know.
My impression is that the middle three are fall.
Middle three? Okay, so
Yeah.
this one.
招かれざる災いも
Like, even as What Will and Contagion are fall, and everything else is fair.
Hold on a second. Pause.
Pause.
表層の歪みを正そうと根源にはいくつもの火種がくすぶり続けている。後に大不浄と呼ばれるその現象や招かれざる災いもまた多くの火種の一つに過ぎない。
I think. Okay, now I'm down to myself. Okay, I'm neutral.
So funny. Well, it doesn't matter at the end because that's the same freaking body.
失われたはずの
Yep.
金器
They're angel on one side, devil on one
それを
side.
食らうだろう。
So cute. What even is this image, by the way? I didn't properly analyze it. The grand uplift.
That looks like a bunch of otherworlders. I don't know. Hold on, let me inspect element this.
Yeah, I think like the weird creature.
手に
I don't know. It looks mechanical, which makes me wonder if it's moon related.
The base of it has like weird spires and stuff. Like it's a skull or something. Skeleton.
Yeah, like I think like the face reminds me of Diaspora, which is why I'm like,
The great uplift.
Oh.
I mean, I guess that just.
Yeah, like the orb looks otherworlder, but the being looks mechanical.
Yeah, hold on.
It's weird. We'll find out in December. Don't you worry.
We'll see.
Okay.
No puking.
空が金器の手に落ちることはない。
Well, that's Lucifer, definitely. The sky will not fall to forbidden hands.
Yeah, I agree.
He's so kind and beautiful.
Wait, but his hair is swept the other way, so yeah, you know.
Yeah.
My head.
Yeah,
My head hurts. Fuck. My head's gonna explode.
Who gets control over the comb? You sweep your bangs in one direction when one person is in control. You sweep your bangs in the other direction when the other person.
That's really funny. I love that. So freaking good.
I'm gonna die.
Lucius does his the other way, right?
Yeah, I mean, originally he did it that way, and then he changed it. I mean, Belial changed
Yeah,
it.
no,
Not
it
him.
wasn't actually Lucilius doing it. It was Belial
Yeah, it was
brushing it for
Belial.
him.
Okay, let's look
Yeah.
at this image close up. I have no
You know,
idea
just
what this
so he doesn't
Why is
remind
it
him
so
of Lucifer.
blurry?
You know.
Oh, it's because of my using lights.
This is also not like a super high quality image anyway.
Well, because
Yeah.
I'm using the wrong version. Fuck. Okay. Anyway, it's fine.
No, I
I'm
mean
just
even the most high quality version is still
Oh,
not
I
like
guess,
that high quality, you know? Like it's not just you.
Yeah. Or what? I guess this implies like what might imply like what's beneath the Crimson Horizon, or maybe what's on top.
Because the Crimson Horizon, I don't even know where this place is supposed to be.
Because it's
actually,
just
'cause,
Earth,
like,
right? It's just Earth.
Yeah, it's just Earth, yeah.
So like whatever's underneath.
The uplift, but it's also it's makes me confused about the name because it's like the uplift implies that like the
Islands.
like yeah, but that already happened. It's like the islands that had fallen in as the Crimson Horizon were restored.
Yeah.
And
this
so
doesn't-
it's
We'll
like
find out.
what else? What else is down there? I thought we figured out that there's nothing else down there. Now the world has been fixed. Unless
Did you guys watch Shingeki no Bahamut?
Can you post the Doom Lord Lucifer?
Yeah, hold on. Finding that.
He's so cute.
Oh, it's so big. Hold on.
He's so big.
Wow.
Oh my god. Holy fuck.
My image is too big.
It's okay. The artist did such a good job.
I know. Let's look at the details in all its glory. Sorry, guys. I have to resize this like 20 times. Yay! I mean, that looks really similar. I hope it follows more of that because I feel like it looked kind of ugly if they kept the
he's so cute.
Hold on, I put the image.
His arm is so exposed. Can I even be looking?
Oh boy.
You're so depraved!
Sorry! It's been years!
You're so depraved, girl!
See, this is why you have to just make your second Lucy Saw Dojin to just get it over with.
True.
Get all that energy out.
So true, so true.
To draw my 70-page hentai dojin.
You do, actually.
Whoa!
Unironically, you do.
Hey, hold on a second. Okay, let me see. Okay, most of it's the same. I guess it's like the back parts, like behind his shoulders. It's more closer to his
obviously the Baja wing isn't there.
Oh, yeah. Well, we don't know that.
He has.
We don't know that. This could just be like. Yeah.
Also, he's sitting on the crumpled remains of Kanan.
Is it Kanan or the labs? It has to be Kanan, right?
It's Kanan, because that's where he died.
It is Kanan. Yeah, I'm willing to agree it's Kanan.
I agree.
It's Kanan. It's the arches and the pillars.
This design right here. This moon motif that has... you can't see it because he's covering it with his wing. Hey, wait. Symbolism. But like this emblem right here had like a little moon crescent shape at the top that was hollow. I just thought that was a nice touch. It probably wasn't intentional though.
I mean, it kind of does make sense because like the Astrals have always been known what's going on regarding the road creation for a while though.
True.
It's only the sky that's been kept in the dark. Like the Astrals have kind of known everything. There's a reason why Astaroth was like, let's conquer outer space. Let's conquer the whole solar system. It's like you wouldn't know that the solar system existed if they didn't know what was going on.
Honestly, the Sky Dwellers don't know a whole lot because like they get so confused.
They don't know anything. Yeah.
They think that Asaltia is the land of the Astrals. They think that the life like
they are not immune to propaganda.
It's okay. I get it. They don't have the internet.
They don't have the internet. Does the moon have the internet? Is there internet on the moon?
They could.
They could.
Also, the bit of smoke or whatever that's around him is also present in the Grand Blue CG.
The smoke?
There's like...
I see what you mean.
There's like the black stuff that's like floating around
him. Oh, like on the left hand side, you mean?
Like for the Shinbaha image, it's like on the corners and you know, like kind of
Yeah.
It's like stuff that's coming out of his outfit even.
Yeah.
It's also present on the Grand Blue CG on like the left and also the E-core.
I kind of wonder if that is like you know, what void matter translates to in the Grand Blue universe.
Yeah, his little horns are so cute. They're so small.
Yeah.
He's so moe.
I wanna pull on them.
I feel ill.
Okay, let's see what's next.
He has handlebars now. Okay.
Handlebars. Okay. Well, this leaves a few implications for the people that are emotionally and romantically attached to should we talk about that?
You guys.
So basically, well, we have Belial, right? I don't have a pic of him,
it's
but
finally time for Belial to stop. Belial's had a good run. The last
Yeah,
season
he's
had
had
me
enough fun
so
already.
happy the
His
last couple
party's
weeks.
over, bro. Party's over.
He's had it too good for too long.
Yeah, he's been having a great time in prison. Like,
Well, okay.
Not
Where is
anymore.
he?
not anymore.
Well, he's in the dimensional rift right now, right? Assuming this is outside of the Rising universe. He's in the rift. Well, not right now,
Yeah,
because
and I mean, the Sario event confirmed that he and Fa are still in the void. Like, so
Yeah.
well, this happens after that event. So
this does happen after that event.
Oopsie.
What happened? Did the world reset also include
The body.
accidentally them freeing Belly Fa?
true. Good point.
True. Damn,
Um,
gotta think about that.
Yeah, like there's a bunch of ways this could go, but let's just assume like a couple of things. Like one the main thing is that like the one line that critted all of us, which is Rel being like anyone who has the desire to come back to life can come back to life now.
I knew it.
I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that.
Lived the entire time. I was always a truther. Never stop believing.
I'm so happy for you. I'm so serious.
Never stop believing.
Well, this.
but like that, I guess that just kind of like says that because the world reset didn't change everything that happened. Like everyone who was wiped out in the otherworld attack came back to life. But except Fenrir, yeah. But that doesn't change anything that happened before that.
I think retroactively they did something where everyone who was afflicted by, I guess, the power from the other world, which is chaos energy, could
Still
have
chaos.
been
There's still chaos in.
because chaos is the power harnessed by the other world, right?
Yeah. Oh, so I guess it's
Um,
not binding Lucilius's body, unless it still exists
well,
inside.
because like the dark matter, which is we don't really know what dark matter is. We just know that it is natural to the other world, and
Yeah.
Bubs got it by like having his like 1v 10 million tournament down there and just killing a bunch of otherworlders. And
Yeah, because like
somehow
Lucifer
the
turned
energy in their
him
blood
down.
managed to have the dark matter in there. And then Bubs used that dark matter, one, to power himself up, which is where like, you know, his current powers come from. That's not his
The
original
body
like astral
matter.
powers. Yeah. Like the black spear and stuff like that. To take like and use that to like as the main base for like that it's basically Fa's new circulatory system pretty much. Like because from
His
the
blood.
descriptions that we have of like Fa's like raid drops, like it explicitly refers to the dark matter as his like ichor.
Right.
So the dark matter is what's keeping Fa alive.
Which
Well,
could
it got-
imply some other
it got
things about
ground
the
out of his
core.
body.
If it did, because don't forget, the new guy still has the spikes.
True.
Yeah. Unless that's just his like shirt being.
That's his body
covered in
hair.
metal.
That's his body hair. Be nice.
That's just a girl.
No, it's okay. He's clean shaven. I know it.
Dude, that's not even his pins though. What are you talking about?
Oh, what?
That's
No.
his shoulders. His
That's
shoulders.
his shoulders.
I know.
I don't think you get body hair.
Well, you don't know. Some people do, but I don't think Luciface would.
This long ago.
I don't think
we're off
Luciface
topic.
would. Oh, sorry. I got distracted.
You're off topic.
Well, I have another question because, well, it's heavily implied, maybe even confirmed, that Sandalphon has the other part of Lucifer's body.
It's true. It is
He has
confirmed.
Lucifer's head because
He has
Lucifer's
the
body is attached to Lucifer, right?
Yeah.
So Lucifer's head is still in that box, or is it?
Yes.
Or is it?
or is it?
Well, I mean, Fa wouldn't be talking if Lucifer's head was back on his body.
That's true. Could
It's
still
true.
be Lucilius's
No, I'm just.
head.
It's just like no. It's
Yeah.
because the way that the chaos
You're
matter.
She's a robot again.
You're a robot.
No, guys, can you hear me?
You- You're still say something. She's dead.
She's
We
dead.
killed her.
She's dead.
Oof,
Clara?
where she saw.
Can
It's
you hear?
She started talking about.
Can you hear me?
Lucilius.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Anyone?
You seem fine. Say a long sentence.
Lu-
Okay, yes, we can hear you.
She's dead.
I'm alive. I'm alive. What was I gonna say? Well, I forgot what I was gonna say, so whatever.
Well, you're talking about the head in the box.
Oh,
The head
cause
in
it
the
was separated from the body with chaos matter in the first place, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I wonder
But what
if
if there's
any.
already a head on the body?
Yeah, if it's like
Yeah.
it's undue, if the. I don't know.
Or
That
what
sounds
if
a little
the
bit
entire thing
incredulous.
is a red herring and Lucifer's body somehow got restored?
That'll piss me off. Actually, you're not gonna take the fuse version,
Yeah,
like multiple
I
consciousnesses.
don't like that idea. Also, they would never get rid of their beloved mega boss.
I know.
No, I mean Lucilius would still be there, but in the
He would
whatever
be a
he's
decapitated head.
I'd rather
no,
they be
Lucilius-
one person than two people, to be honest, because I just
maybe
like
Lucilius
the
is
choice they
between
made to fuse them.
dimensions. He doesn't get affected by Providence or whatever the thing was that restored everything.
So what? So I guess that's just kind of like so by your hypothesis then. Providence made Lucifer a new body from scratch then.
It could be like it's not really like a theory. It's more like one of the possibilities of things that could have happened. I'm only assuming Providence because like the horns implies some sort of Baja influence because that's how it worked in Shingeki no Bahamut.
Yeah.
So who knows what happened?
I mean, it is.
That
It is. Yeah. Sorry. Keep going.
I don't know. Well, I don't know about primals, but like, I don't know. It's kind of weird because like primals are oddly malleable when things kind of spin out of balance, I suppose. Especially angels.
Yeah, because they're able to.
Those stuff from the first event that never got elaborated on, the fact that they were supposed to just not have like physical forms, and they only manifested because like the balance of the elements got thrown out of balance because of Sanalfon.
Oh, I forgot about that. Which is really funny.
Yeah, I forgot about that too.
Yeah, they didn't have physical forms for the longest time.
But they did have physical forms when they were first created, but they can choose to
They
forego
did.
their physical forms to exist.
Yeah, but like after the war, they went back to not having like physical forms. They were just like part of the elements, I guess.
Yeah, except for Lucifer.
It's why Belial took 2,000 years to kill Lucifer because that's the only time he manifested and let his guard down.
Yeah. Wait, so then if he wasn't manifested, then how did he meet Cosmos?
No. Okay, it's kind of weird because like if I feel like they retcon a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Ah, yes.
Like,
Yes.
Like what makes the Sky Blue 1 and 2 has like a lot of differences when it came to like I guess angel biology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the first part implied that Lucifer was just like, Xenophon did all that just to get him to show up because like nothing made Lucifer actually, like show up physically in front of him. But we learned that, Lucifer was just chilling there for like the longest time at Kanan. And just watching
I think it's the idea that he will never leave Kanan.
I don't know. The phrasing is weird because they use like the words. They use words like manifest,
Yeah.
and then when Lucifer eats him, Xenophon also becomes like I don't know, a concept in his breast.
Well, I think it's also just kind of like that is the nature of primals in general, is that primals by design were originally just conceptual things that were given physical form through the astrals.
But the fact that Lucifer could just eat him temporarily, or put him in a little cocoon so he can sleep.
Well, I
Yeah.
think, I mean, Primarchs specifically, they kind of can defy logic
Yeah.
I
to
mean,
even a
that
higher
is
degree.
like
the
basically
Primarchs are different than most
Yeah,
primals.
they're
that is
very
true.
unique.
Yeah.
So this is why this can happen or something like that.
No, basically, I was just tracing this back to why the horns exist, because who knows, like some sort of Bahamut interference might have, resulted in him getting a little bit of, Baha's power, maybe. Who knows?
I mean, I do think that might be onto something, because it's very clear from a few things in the game that the closer you get to divine power, the more you look like Bahamut. Like Loja is a perfect example, as Loja is the closest being to Bahamut, and Loja is pretty damn close visually in their dragon form to Bahamut. And then
wait.
there's the what?
Does that imply? I mean, this could imply like after Dark Rapture 0, the way that his transcendence,
Failed.
that is his technically his getting even closer to the omnipotent in a way.
Yeah, and I was about, like, my second thing, it kind of touches on that, because Dark Opus Transcendence, the original Dark Opus weapons very clearly look like Fa, but the Dark Opus Transcendence starts to make them look like the Ultima weapons.
I'm noticing.
Hashtag
Which is for anyone who hasn't played Dark Rapture 0 and listened to Fa's voice lines, Fa's new form in Dark Rapture 0 is him attempting transcendence. And just a quick recap for anyone who doesn't know, transcendence is something that's only available to people that can evolve, and they're only available to sky dwellers. And pretty much anyone can tap into this. However, very few people are actually able to. This is the blue hair, so anyone who has the blue hair, which is all the Eternals, Grand Shida, and Mugen, are able to tap into the power of the boundary, which is the power, which is, this, which we know is part of the blue will now. This, primordial divine energy. Astrals are explicitly barred from that because astrals cannot evolve. So Dark Rapture 0 is basically Fa forcing himself to transcend, which is why it kind of goes wonky. Because he's not supposed to do that.
And Lucifer and Bahamut can apparently do it too.
Yeah.
Well, that might be something they not tap into, they might imply in the future.
You're lagging.
She's
Just
dead
kill
again.
me. Just kill me.
You're lagging.
Kill me, bro.
Is it your internet?
It might be the internet.
No.
Lara, come back.
Come back, we need you. Lucifer, it's been so long.
Thinking about Fa killed Lara again.
Oh god. Bro, you gotta stop thinking about him.
That's impossible.
Bro, you gotta stop. I'm so unwell.
Yeah. I mean that was very much a sorry, Lara. I mean, that ending really did catch me by surprise. I didn't realize that they didn't say it in the preview.
I know it's
But
so.
yeah.
I'm just so.
Can you hear me still? Can you hear me? Am I still broken?
Um,
Oh my god.
you're
Oh my
You're a little
normal.
broken, but we can hear you now.
I
Yeah.
should. Wow! Wow!
Stop crying.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Stop.
sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Calm down. You're normal.
I'm not normal,
Normal?
but it's okay.
We're never normal.
We're so normal.
I think I'm gonna continue to cut off, so I think we should wrap this up in a little bit.
Okay. Did
Oh.
we talk about everything we wanted to talk about?
Let me check. No, we didn't talk about two things. So, well, let's talk about, since we're talking about the guy, we have kind of come to the conclusion that they're probably the same person.
Same body.
Same body. Same two different people, same body. How would they separate?
Well, for one thing, I don't think they're gonna keep them locked together because they're two widely popular characters loved by two different types of people. It would piss a lot of people off.
Oh yeah, sorry. Grail Fantasy is like, oh, you're getting your polycule whether you like it or not.
Honestly, I'm really down with the polycule because like the imagery of like Lucifer switching to Fob and he's with Xenophon and Xenophon goes monster and they start
Comedic potential unmatched.
Ah!
no
Ah!
Jack is crazy.
Oh.
Like and then Xenophon would like grab his neck and then
Whoa!
Sorry.
We're starting our dojin now.
Hey, let's be objective here. Let's not let our fantasies get.
I'm just, speaking in hypotheticals,
I just think it would be really funny.
I think it's worse off for.
I don't think it's a permanent thing. I mean,
no, I think
it's much more.
No, I think it's worse for Belial than it is for Xenophon, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, infinitely worse for Belial.
I agree. I think Belial would want to kill himself.
Yeah.
Belial can't kill himself. He needs to get his man back to normal.
If anything, I think Belial is gonna fit because, like, Xenophon, we know Xenophon's a bum. He's not proactive. He doesn't do anything to, revive.
He's sterile. He's sterile.
But Belial knows how to get shit done.
Belial will move mountains to get Fa back. We've seen it the first time. We think he's not. He's just gonna sit there and take it. No, he's not. He will not take the flag down.
He's probably gonna go as far as creating a new vessel for Lucilius if it means getting him away from Lucifer.
Or like figure out a way to like expel Lucifer, probably.
Yeah, might be hard to do though.
It might be hard to do, but yeah, I mean, we don't even know how this sort of thing works, but it's just like
it's just the comedic potential of it. I want to draw, I don't know, stuff for it before it gets.
No, I think you should. I think like screw canon. We do this on vibes only, and the vibes are funny.
Hey,
see, the thing is, the comedy potential is so good that I wouldn't even like mind if they retconned it because I was like, the concept is too good to pass up.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Well, like for whatever hypotheticals we give to this ambiguous Lucy face. I know the fucking devs and writers are watching because the concept of Void Fa is like someone predicted it. A beautiful Fujo from 2018 predicted this. Like they literally drew this before Void Fa existed. Like they know.
Yeah, I mean, like, Zen and I were talking about this, like, when it first happened. That just kind of, like, the idea of, like, Shin Baha, like, Void Lucifer was kind of, like, stepping in was a big thing post 000. There was a lot of fan art about that. And everybody who drew that fan art is so validated right now.
God, there was so much of it in like 2019, even 2018. Yeah.
There was a comic where Lucilius's body moves on its own to pat Sandalphon on the head.
Holy
Um,
fuck.
that
I
was
never read
that was
that one.
2019. I remember it very clearly, but I wish I. Oh, I wish I could like project it into your minds right now, but
Please.
No.
We're picking up on your brain signals.
but like Lucilius is like, my body is moving on its own, so it's like, well, you know, oh, you know, oh, I forgot.
Smiles.
We can bring that energy back.
Bodily
the-
autonomy.
You can give the password to my.
I just want
spoilers.
Lucifer and Lucilius to talk to each other again. I'm
They
so
are,
sad
girl,
they
in the
never had, like, a
mind,
proper
in the
conversation.
mind, in the consciousness.
You're freaking out so much that you became a robot.
I mean, I understand what Lara's saying. It's like they share a body. They have a shared
Yeah.
mind space now. Now
And
they can
they're-
have the usual anime. I have BPD. My two personalities are talking to each
No,
other.
my
in-
BPD princess!
like in the void expanse of our mind, my two personalities are talking to each other. This is how science works.
Bro, I can't fucking wait. Please don't disappoint me, Side Games. I leave my life in your hands.
Girl, you should hold on to your own life. I wouldn't trust that you said.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, like I'm always curious about what Psy Games does, and like I'm here for it. I do think that the idea is fun and I really like it, but they also gave me Heart of the Sun, so I'm like, I don't know.
Oh!
Man.
I don't know. I feel like
It's
part
also
of the
just kind of like if they like obviously the angels are now officially part of MSQ instead of just being alluded to. But it's also just kind of like with the glacial pacing that MSQ has, like when are we actually going to get a satisfying answer to any of this? It's probably going to be at least a couple of years.
I want to hope that they continue this pacing, which is like 2-3 months apart, because that's how it used to be back in the day before they, slowed it down.
Yeah.
Might be. Can you hear me? Am I robotic?
Yes.
Yeah.
It might be.
We could hear you, and then suddenly we can no longer hear you.
You just cut off like crazy. Hello? Bro, she's dead.
She's dead again. She's dead.
Oh my god, she's dead.
We need to just pull up the she's dead image onto the stream.
It's literally there in our chat. We just have to scroll up.
Hey! Hello?
No,
Hello?
She's dead.
She's dead. But I think going off of what Lara was trying to say before she died, yeah, let's just kind of like if the pacing stays
Hello?
as
Hello?
is,
Hello?
then that's
Hello? I'm
probably
alive!
good.
I'm alive! Ah! Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
hi Lara.
My mic just ran out as soon as I started talking. It's like it hates me. It wants me dead.
Can't
Bye,
keep
Lara.
happening. Are you fucking kidding me?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, it's just.
Hi.
Oh, I
Is
forgot
it
what I was
your
gonna
mic?
say. I'm gonna kill myself. Okay, hold on. Thinking. It's just like. I think what happened with the MSQ is because they had a lot of changes internally. It probably had like a transition from the writing team, so.
Yeah.
And like shift with the KMR2, that
The
whole
producer.
thing. Yeah, the new producer and things like that. So like, I guess it was the writers not being able to talk with the original writers about where they thought it'd be going, so they had to kind of work with that, which led it to stagnate. That's just what I'm thinking, because there's like no reason why they would claim it's gonna be a year of MSQ and not follow up on it.
Yeah.
Like something had to have happened internally, which I guess is like whatever.
I think they did go through like so much restructuring. They had like the new producer. They had Fukuhara like kind of step more into like creative direction rather than direction as a whole.
Right. So I think
Yeah.
for the writers now who finished up MSQ, I hope they have a grasp of, like, I'm assuming they know where they're going with this. So
Yeah.
it'll be more.
I mean, it's also just kind of like the guy who wrote the original What Makes the Sky Blue trilogy is no longer doing scenario stuff. It's a new guy.
I know, it makes me so sad. It makes me so sad.
It's the horoscopes guy, I think, doing like responsible for angels now.
Yeah. Well, I have my own.
I think he's a good writer.
I think he's good, yeah.
Though I think the third horoscope event was man.
I definitely have some issues with the themes of the third horoscope event, but horoscopes overall I do enjoy.
I do too.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best writers they have.
For whose eye. Anyway, that's for a different day.
Yeah.
Any last comments? Because I don't think my
one last thing. So it's just kind of like, okay, so let's assume that, you know, the new guy is like Fa and Lucifer sharing a body. But from Fa's original like line before they, you know, made it into a garbled mess, he very still clearly wants revenge, but God doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, he apparently wants to bring ruin to the skies. Like, he's not giving up on his Shumatsu, but like, what's the point? There's no God left anymore.
Yeah, it's just kind of interesting because obviously, like, the original grand finale for Fa was he wanted to destroy everything because everything is God's creation, including himself. And that is like a stain on the world and has to be destroyed completely in order, you know, to free everything from the hand of the divine. But even though the world is quote unquote back to how it should be, he still wants to destroy everything. So it's just kind of like, does it not matter if God is there or not? Like, is it just the fact that God has still made things and the world is still functioning in God's plan that it has to be destroyed no matter what? Like, it's a very like vague and interesting thing because it's like, oh, we thought that his revenge was against a specific being, the omnipotent.
Well, technically, it was still kind of like reinforced when Lyria was like talking about how the world is still going to follow, like, you know, the will of God or the blue will or whatever.
Well, I think it's taken a different form, I feel like, because since God has been so far separated from the skydom, I think, because humans have evolved to their own extent. It may be in the singularity's hands. Like, it could be that, and like Beelzebub. Who knows?
Yeah, I do think like them, because I did think it's interesting that they kept bringing up Bubs, and obviously like, well, we'll see when we get another Babel.
Oh God, when the fuck is it? Hurry,
please. But I do think that like they keep bringing up Bubs, and Bubs is such an interesting character in terms of how the world exists, because like Bubs is a singularity. He also has chaos matter. He's also has like very like crucial knowledge of the world and how it works from being part of the ruling body of the Astral Society, the High Council, and also being one of their like commanders in their army. So like Bubs knows a lot more than he lets on. And like, and it's also kind of sort of implied in verses that he is the more willing to team up with, you know, the main crew over someone like Fa. And because it's just kind of like, you know, like the enemy of the the enemy is my friend sort of thing. But
it was crazy that we teamed up with Bubs against Belial in verses, though. Like, that would not fucking happen.
He would not fucking do that. I'm just kidding.
I mean, he and Belial are not on good terms. but it's also just kind of like, you know, he and they like the fact that he is brought up as an exceptional astral by the demiurge. And to be fair, I do think that like there's a lot to talk about in terms of the astral's separation of individualism versus how Bubs and Fa separated their individualism, which I'll get back to in a bit. But the point is that just kind of like I do think that like he is a very key character that they should be doing something with because there's a lot of potential there. I'm not sure where they're going because like unlike Fa who wants to destroy everything, Bubs wants to destroy everything and remake it in his own image. But so like he's clearly still a threat in the main Grand Blue timeline, but it's like I don't know. Potential. There's so much potential there.
No, I
I'll be able
agree.
to-
I agree.
Yeah. But like I guess briefly touching on what I was like trying to hint at is that like all of the astrals, all the named astrals that we have seen have evolved or gone apart from what their intended purpose was when they were created by Australia by interacting with the people of the sky realm. However, the astral speakers who are Fa and Bubs, they evolved on their own.
I think that's beautiful.
Because Fa's like rebellion, it was something that he came up with by himself, and like Bub's personal machinations was something that he was always building towards on his own. And they seem very separated. Well, Fa was definitely separated from any sky dweller. If he interacted with them at all, they were purely as test subjects. And Bubs interacting with sky dwellers seemed mostly like either as a enemy combatant or just kind of like as consequence of him like wandering around the world before he met Belial. But he never had any sort of like significant deep interactions with any of them, as opposed to like Ares or like Mika or Roland or anything like that. Their own sense of self-determination was something that they created by themselves, and that makes them different.
Well,
it's funny because Bubs doesn't have any like I guess desires except just power.
Yeah.
no, I think
power and also like he really does love himself. Like he
he's like the
extremely
biggest
highly of himself. Yeah. And he
I
also
think
just kind of wants that appreciation, like also wants people to recognize that greatness within him.
So funny.
Wait, I do think I want to rethink how Lucilius feels about God, because I think even if Australia gave him the visions of the creation lore, right? He still understands God as he understands the split. He understands the split and the intentions behind that. So I think it's still reasonable for him to hate both gods.
Yeah.
So that would kind of
I do agree with that.
bring like the way the sky interacts with the sky god. Maybe that's something that he still resents. And like the omnipotence actual goal, right? Which falls behind the moon dwellers and whatnot. So I'm looking forward to see how he interacts with the moon, right? Because I do think Lucifer
originally,
like I think both Lucifer and Lucilius would resent the moon or want to like okay, Lucilius would probably want to destroy the moon, but Lucifer would probably want to protect the sky from the moon. So
yes,
they could work together like that, I guess.
They confirmed in Versus in one of his victory lines that he also wants to nuke the moon. So yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, he probably has a hunch that's correct, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I gotta trust him, man. When
when
bro says it's from a dream, I gotta believe him.
It must be true.
It must be.
Yeah.
How do you feel, Zen?
No, I definitely do agree with that. I think that it's like, how do I say this? Yeah, I think that his even though he as an astral was created by Australia and like I mean twofold. One thing is that obviously astral society is a highly religious society. And so
Right.
Fa's been basically told from inception that, God is great. And, everything that the Astral Society does is in service to Australia, like, triumphing over Bahamut. And
Right.
even like though he knows the truth of the world, like the truth of the world doesn't actually impact that per se, because once Australia wins and becomes like the omnipotent once again, the astrals aren't going to necessarily vanish. They will just, be triumphant.
Yeah.
But his conclusion of destroying everything includes both the astral realm and the sky realm. It's not just the sky realm. Like he's not going to spare the astrals either. And so
Right.
just like it's
Right.
a seething hatred for all of creation.
Damn.
But also the thing that made God too, which is why he's gonna destroy the moon as well.
Yay.
Yay!
Well, not yay, but
I mean, I do think it's very, very funny that like Fa's hatred of God is more justified the more we find out about what happens. But it's also like, well, we can't give him too many props because he still
yeah,
wants to
I
kill
think
everyone.
If it gets Xenophon back on its feet, that's all I wanna. That's all I like. That's all I want to see. Like,
I need him to do things.
do something. Do something.
He's not tortured enough anymore. He needs to be suicidal again. Sorry.
Well, that's another can of worms. But I do think.
I think we could talk about that can of worms. I
Okay,
think it's
let's talk
interesting to
about
I think
it.
it's relevant. I think it's relevant.
I think it's irrelevant, and I think it's interesting. I think we should talk about it.
If he's
I mean,
suicidal or not.
Like we.
No, just like
No,
in terms
no,
of,
just-
well, yeah,
The general direction, like the general direction of how Xenophon is, pretty stagnant at the moment because there's
Yeah.
no driving force behind him. I suppose.
Yeah.
It's like when a character fulfills like a very like well-rounded character arc, and they're like at a good point, but like obviously you can't really do anything huge with him because he's running his own coffee shop. He's well liked by everyone. No one has like any reservations against him anymore like they used to. So like where do you take a character like this? And obviously like there's other characters who have expressed interest in reviving Lucifer, and Xenophon is like weirdly cagey about the entire ordeal. Then we learn in Heart of the Sun that he's held on to Lucifer's remains all this time, even though he acts so above, carrying the remains of your lover to bring them back. Because like mocking Magus, like
And
Belial and Belial, but he's also clinging on to the remains. So that's a can of worms that they never went back on. But like now we're presented with a scenario where Lucifer may or may not be revived while still in his own body, but with sharing like a consciousness with Lucilius. So this isn't gonna be a good time for him.
No, it's not.
Well, that's great.
But
I
it's
think that's
also
just great.
Kind of like, yeah.
It is great. I'm saying that in a positive way.
Slash pause.
It is good. It's kind of makes me think. It's just kind of like, because if it's the idea, because it's very very clear that Fostel wants to kill everyone.
Yeah.
But like, is it kind of aiming towards the fact that like Sandalphon has to maybe be presented with the choice of having to kill Lucifer to stop Fa?
No.
Yay!
No.
Clapping my hands like a seal. I'm so excited.
My problem is that I don't care for angst if it's only focused on Sandalphon, because I finally want them to bring light to how Lucifer feels about things.
No, he's
So I don't want
he's a
Sandalphon
trophy
to
wife.
suffer about Lucifer is used as a plot device again. Like we've already done that rodeo once. I don't want it to happen again.
Yeah. I mean, I do think that there is plenty of angst potential in the new guy, just because there is a very inherent horror of being in a body that's not your own. And I mean, pre this MSQ, there was already a lot of hints of that like Fa was kind of dissociating and not really seeing his body as his own in some of his lines as verses.
It's true. the screen selection thing.
The screen selection thing where he can't even recognize himself as himself.
Why did they do that? Why did they do that? Why did they do that?
Well,
Why did
it's
they do
like
that?
it also comes. I don't want to say that he loves, but it comes from body dysmorphia and
Like-
also loving the creation that you made because it's your
No, but
precious
Yeah, I think
masterpiece.
love is an accurate thing to say. Like, love is not
think it is.
necessarily like deeply Robo. Like, I think he does love Lucifer, and they're
does.
they're in his like own really twisted way. He really does.
So
I think he's
so
never
amazing.
denied Lucifer any sort of autonomy, which I think is beautiful. Like he respected. Now.
Okay, continue.
He
Sorry.
respected his decision to, even kill him, and he died with a smile. Cause like, even though he put a wrench in his plans, Lucifer chose to kill him of his own with free will.
Yeah,
that
it's
can
also
go.
just kind of like he didn't like being in the position that he was. Like, Fa could have killed Sandalphon at any time in the labs.
But he
That would have,
didn't.
but he did not because Lucifer made
didn't.
him, and Lucifer desired Sandy's company. So he
I think
did
it's
it.
also the fact that because Sandalphon wasn't his own creation, he underestimated him really deeply.
That's true. That's also
Agreed.
true.
Yeah, I agree.
He called him a grit.
Maybe you were the
He's so
grit.
good.
Maybe you were the
trash
grit.
talking.
Are you trying to
Okay.
lecture me on altruism, you narcissistic spare parts?
It's so good. I miss him so bad. Come back.
I mean,
Well-
every single time we get a new character in Versus, we get to hear Fa trash talk again.
He's such a shit talker.
The hater.
That's my wife. That's my wife. Oh.
God, think about him all
Yeah.
the time.
But yeah, there's like back to what I was saying, like there is a lot of horror in not having your body be your own. So it's just kind of like the fact that like Lucifer really did love Fa, like
See, that's the
deeply.
beauty.
Like I
of
don't
having
like,
Fa.
and even if he like doesn't agree with Fa and he understands that Fa's a danger and like needs to be stopped and like went so far as to kill him, like he was obviously like very hurt by that decision and like being forced to do that, and
he
just kind of
still,
like
lamented his death.
exactly, and it's just kind of like being in like sharing a body with someone who you deeply care for, but also you understand that you kind of have to stop at all costs. But it's just kind of like, how do you stop that if you're sharing a body? Like there's a lot of horror in that.
It's so good.
Yeah,
Please don't
so it's
kill
just kind
yourself. You're so sexy.
yeah, so it's just kind of like I think that there's a lot of like back and forth interesting things that could happen that doesn't involve Sandalphon at all, just from the new guy being a combination of the two of them.
Maybe we shouldn't tell Sandalphon.
No one tells Sandalphon, okay?
No one tells Sandalphon. The new guy appears and everybody's like, all right, Sandalphon, go back below deck.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Go
Who's
back
that
to
guy?
working.
Don't worry
Go back
about
to working because you love working so much.
Yeah, you love being a wage cock. You love
No.
being a salary cock.
Oh my god.
It's all in-
Watch
it's
Rosy
all in
will
good
find out about this guy before Sandalphon.
No!
That would PMO. That would PMO.
PMO. Like, sorry, but you weren't there during the trilogy.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
No special privileges for you.
I don't know. Maybe there's something in her gigantic book that'll show how to separate them without one of them dying.
Book of body separation.
Book of body separation, please. Hey, to be fair, they might be onto something because remember the main thing, well, not the main thing, but a big thing I had in Heart of the Sun is everybody was like, we need to find out a way to bring back our beloved one from the dead. And it was like, well, it's kind of interesting that there is one guy out there who brought back his beloved from the dead.
Scratching my
So
head.
and
Scratching my
succeeded.
head.
Imagine that. But this time, Belial would actually be on board because Belial wants Lucifer out of there right now.
God, Belial's gonna suffer so bad.
Yeah.
Yay! Clapping my
Yay.
hands. Yay!
Thank God. We
More
need more. We need more
suffering.
Belial.
It's very exciting. I can't wait.
But it's
Yeah,
also just kind of like, yeah, this is finally a reason that Belial would be like, all right, I'm gonna help you guys out. I'm gonna do you a
Wow.
solid because I need fallback and I need that guy out
The
of here.
segue into playable Belial? That's crazy.
Oh my God, you're right.
That might be it. That might be it. Like,
Well,
Are we back?
well,
we might be back.
no spoilers, but we might be back.
We might be.
Tee-hee.
Well, we'll be back whenever Side Games needs money.
I mean,
That's true.
It's been Lucifer has been dead for 7 unslutty years and they haven't needed money since. Don't piss me off.
No,
I
that's like
mean,
the extra break class of emergency.
This is Belial. I'm sorry, Belial's gonna make way more money.
The Forest Gump just a month say otherwise.
Anyways.
Yeah. No, the Belial's their break class. We need funding for the next 3 years at once.
Oh God.
That is
And
true.
then they're gonna give him a super busted weapon that you have to roll for your grid, so that.
Do you think he'll be the horse
the
zodiac?
whales who are like, oh, I don't want to roll guys, are like, well, you're gonna roll for Belial.
Well, we already
It's like
have
Boba
a
to Spark Sandalphon.
Dark
Yeah.
brand Primarch, so
Yeah, we have Sariel. Yeah.
Oh,
have to
I
roll
just
Sariel.
realized. Yeah, we got Logia, we got Sariel, so Belial's not the first like male presenting Dark Grand.
It's true.
It's so sad.
well, I wouldn't want him to be the first. That'd be really bad.
Yeah.
That would be really bad. Like, 5 years down the line, when we get playable Belial, and he's still the only like male presenting Dark Grand.
No, I wouldn't. No, that's a really bad rep, man.
No longer the waifu element.
well,
Well,
some may
well.
disagree. Some may disagree.
Well, you know, all the Belial fans out there would disagree.
Yeah.
True.
Hey.
Yeah, I do think that it's just kind of like, I think like Belial has been so in control this whole time, even when he is not the one like controlling the situation. And this is kind of the worst possible scenario for him.
It's so good. It's so tasty.
Yeah.
Like he was having a good time in like 000, like the entire time. Even
He
the
was
part,
having a wonderful time at 000.
even the part where he nearly like fakes his death.
Kind of awesome.
Yeah, like even after 000, when he's in prison, like
best
he's not really trying that hard to break out. He's just like, yeah, you know, like I'll do it. Like I'll put in effort. But if it doesn't happen, then oh well.
No, because like that's literally the best thing you could possibly happen to him. Because like he doesn't care where he is as long as Lucilius is there with him.
Pretty
it's
much.
just the fact, like Lucilius would just get more and more irritated. So he's like, okay, I guess I'll put in the effort for you.
Yeah, like I'll put on a good show, but if it fails, then that's it. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh, I guess Saro couldn't break us out. Well, that's fine. Like, he was really relaxed about it.
He just got a little.
That being said, the Saro vet was really good.
And the fact that Lucilius like gives him a little kick to his stomach, that's really moe.
They are like, even shipping goggles off, they are very comfortable around each other.
I know,
like,
it's really cute.
Whenever Faw's angry at Belly, he's not really that angry. Like we see how he acts in genuine anger around Sandalphon, and he doesn't act like that around Belial. He's just like, oh god, this again.
See, the thing is, he trusts him.
Yeah, he does.
He trusts him.
Yeah, he trusts Bella even when Belial's actively sabotaging him. It's like, all right.
Wailing, shitting myself, crying.
Hello.
It's also just kind of like Belial's Faw's only ally.
Yeah. His
Yeah, so it's just like, all right. And I mean, they're not doing bad in jail either. They've built a house.
And then Belial cooks for him.
Why did they tell us that?
The crane game thing?
Yeah, he's just like, oh yeah, we're gonna decorate our room, and I'm like, your room
That's crazy.
in jail. Congratulations on your happily married life? Question mark.
Crazy. I hope they get to consummate it every day.
Oh,
Having a
well,
good time in jail.
that's what us Fujos are for.
I think.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Belial's the big spoon.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I feel like that was obvious.
Yeah.
Well, because I was thinking about it, because Lucilius doesn't like the heat, so
Yeah.
he'd want to stay cool. But if Belial's on the big spoon, then he would get too hot easily. So I'm thinking it has to be the other way around. So that's why I said the word with doubt. I said it with doubt.
I mean, here's the thing. Fawn doesn't need to be having a good time during this. Like,
Well-
Belial could be grabbing him, and Fawn could just be like, I get off.
Well, isn't that just beautiful?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay. I think we need to end the stream.
Okay. Is there anything else that we need to cover in our conspiracy theory board?
We'll probably forget it or remember it later.
Yeah, watch we end the stream and then we're gonna be like, oh crap, we forgot to bring that up. Well, anyway, please look forward to our whatever insane things that we make from this, as we inevitably will. I don't know when it'll happen, but it'll happen.
It'll happen. Also, we're gonna be staying on Twitter anyway.
Yeah.
Conspiracy tinfoiling on Twitter like crazy.
Always.
Like we always do.
Always. I need to update my history doc. I still haven't done that.
Oh yeah, some people were interested in it in chat.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like once I update it, then I'll post it. Or maybe because I lock my Twitter periodically, so maybe I'll just give the link to one of you guys.
No,
Like,
I'll post
but
it.
Yeah.
Wahoo.
Yay! Are
Okay.
periodically updating. They give us contradicting lore once again, and I need to figure it out. Document. Yay!
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, thank you everyone for listening to us talk.
Thank you. I hope it records.
You're so
We're so back.
We're so back.
When the next guy shows up is when we have our next stream.
That is
Oh my
true.
God, do you realize he's gonna get like a new sprite?
Hey.
Oh god, you're right. Multiple sprites.
Multiple sprites.
Multiple expressions. We
Multiple
gotta end the stream now. We gotta end it. We gotta end it. Okay.
We will leave you on that. Everybody, I need you to think this deeply in your brain
Oh my
as
God.
you go on throughout your day. We
Oh
will
my
have
God.
sprites for the new guy, and we will all be in pain.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Good night.